back in that hole.
All right, let us know if y'all can hear us.
Golden.
Yeah, if you have any problems, reach out.
Don't
please.
text me. My phone's being used as a camera.
Yeah, unless you want to get in touch.
Yeah, don't text.
Don't get in touch with Ramon. Sorry.
Yeah.
Don't text.
Don't get in touch with Ramon.
All right, everything seems to be working right now.
So, Spencer, is the audio coming from these to that?
Yeah,
That's actually cool.
yeah. That but the way we were doing it a while ago was it was going through the computer. So if we were talking about his truck and we had a picture on it, he could put it on the screen while we were talking.
Can you still do that?
Not right now.
Not right now.
So okay, so we have to be running through the computer for that to work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Because the TikTok was running through the computer.
Right.
That's probably why the mics keep cutting out. It's just taking up a lot of internet.
So you telling me I need to get a better internet?
TikTok like.
I'll solve that on
Might
Monday.
be what that boils down.
Yeah, we'll take care of that on Monday.
Tuesday.
But
Internet guy don't work on Monday.
I was gonna ask Wesley. Is that right? What do you do, buddy? What do you work? Where do you work at? What's up?
I do industrial electrical work. Working on the basketball stadium at Georgia Gwinnett College. Might not be able to say that, but.
What,
I don't think your boss is watching. I think.
What-
it's okay.
what-
No, he's definitely not. But like,
Someone's gonna clip it and send it to him.
possible.
why we would not be able to talk about it?
Oh, because nobody knows that there's they don't have a basketball team,
Oh.
but they
Oh, so
Yes, they do.
So hell yeah, we
Yes, they
spilled
do,
the
'cause I know
beans.
they do now. They will.
Georgia Gwinnett's getting
Thunder
basketball.
Dogs coming out of the closet over there.
At
Dude.
GGC.
I got to work on the Georgia State basketball coaches F-150 that Ford gave him, and that thing is cool.
Oh,
The
yeah.
custom one I seen on video.
You
of.
sent me videos of that one.
Yeah, dude.
Like
Like
Aikens does?
like Michael Harris from the Atlanta Braves, the center fielder. Yeah, Ford gifted him custom electric
What
blue.
do I got to do to get one?
Okay, so I actually talked to him about this. So you have to have a certain amount of followers on TikTok or Instagram. Swear.
Really?
To do what?
Swear to get a Bronco or to get a
custom Aikens
from
vehicle?
Ford. You have to have a certain amount of.
How many?
I guess I don't know
Find
the
out,
exact
talk to
number.
Red
I know
Dead
it's a good bit though. It's
Yeah.
like 100K or something like that.
We're
You have
working
to
on
have,
it.
Like a true.
Hey guys, if y'all want to help us get a Ford Bronco, y'all just gotta like and share
I'm not 100%
and follow
sure that's how that
us.
works, but from what it
He
sounded
said it, and he worked for Winder Aikens Ford, so I'll be suing you if I don't
if
get
he's
my
wrong,
Bronco.
it's Holden's fault.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Or y'all could just all follow me, and then I'll get it, and then
Look,
I'll
get off my podcast. Just go.
But it's not okay. So it's not. But the thing is though, is it's not to own though. It's like a lease almost.
That's fine. We'll do random shit to it and turn it back.
That'd be
It
interesting.
comes back with 3 wheels.
They hang-
None of them are matching.
Yeah.
One's gonna be like a little 13-inch wire wheel. One's
Yeah.
gonna be
Can we
30
put the heart wheels on it?
Yeah, I'm down. Heritage, shout out.
You know,
That's
honestly,
it.
those
It's-
I love
are
it.
fun.
Let's
I
get-
love
my
those
brother
wheels.
said everything was something good too.
But the Blake guy, the one that bought the ZL1 ropes, his girlfriend actually wants those the Heritage Heart Wheels over there.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the same,
Oh, those ones up there.
I don't know his name. I know his first name is Blake. I do not know what he drives. Clint sent him our way. So Clint, shout out to Clint
Yeah,
Tracy.
Clint Tracy. What a character.
Old
Race model,
Cletus.
Single cab, Sierra.
Uh-huh.
Gotta love Cletus.
Oh, Cletus. Oh,
Yep.
oh, Clip.
I hope he's watching this.
I hope he is, too.
And I- and
He's
I
probably
can,
not.
I can hear in his head now. He's just like these guys.
Oh, yeah. Because
We love you, Cletus. You're a character, to say the
The
least.
guy with the red jeans.
Red
You know who
GMC.
Cletus
He
is.
Single-
dove into the field when it was raining.
He comes to every show.
You talking about the with
single
the
cab, short bed, leaning.
Oh yeah,
On
yeah, yeah, yeah,
sixes.
yeah. He's cool. I like
He's
him.
built like a stick bug.
Yeah. Hey, he got. I mean, everybody was talking about him jumping into the puddle of water that day.
I was thinking more of like the cinnamon stick from the Apple Jacks commercials, but I mean,
Bro,
That's a lot more accurate. I like that one better.
I mean, that'll
Or
work.
the Cinejack or whatever they call
Yeah,
it.
but they updated him. Did you see him?
No.
They like redid his like whole image. He's no longer like your Jamaican like.
Oh, what?
What?
I know, like,
That was the best
dude,
part.
why do they ruin stuff like this?
Yeah,
man?
what was it? What was it? What did he say? Oh man, I can't even remember. That was so long ago. Man, but
I'm gonna go buy Apple
you know what
Jacks
I
now.
miss?
What?
I don't miss it. I'm just gonna go get some after this cinnamon toast crunch.
Oh, it's still good.
You better believe I'm gonna have about 5 or 6 boxes.
Well, let me tell y'all
It's still
something.
good, but here's the problem: the roof of your mouth still gets beat up
That's
just
fine.
for me to
Worth
get.
it.
But let me tell you something. Y'all enjoy all this right now, because once you hit fucking 40, bro, everything that you fucking eat just fucks with your stomach, bro. Like you can't eat anything because your stomach hurts.
You gotta
you-
keep some
you-
antacid on.
Yeah, it's
I know.
just fucking.
I
Sucks,
know all
man.
about it. I already have my gallbladder removed.
Really, I used to be able to like eat a big ass bowl of cereal like right before I went to bed. You know,
Just casual.
just fucking eat it great, and then even go get an orange juice, and then maybe a fucking tortilla with some beans in it. Fucking eat all that shit and sleep like a fucking king. Now, Bro, I wouldn't be
You
able
be
to
up all night
sleep,
long?
bro. Yeah, I'd be farting all over everything, bro. Had to get up and use the restroom.
Stuck to the porcelain.
And then the bad thing is, you go to use the restroom and your stomach don't work the same. So now you're in there fucking sitting, fucking falling halfway asleep
Yep.
on the toilet.
Legs are asleep. And
Bro,
everything, so
man, I
they're
fucking
heaving and
hate
holding.
it, man. I hate it.
Paul Elvis Presley.
I hate it. I hate it, bro. I hate it, man. Everything that I
Dude,
eat.
growing old sucks.
Thanks, bro.
I mean, you're not even that old though. That's the worst
He's like
part.
41. He's pretty
That's
old.
what I'm saying. That's not that
Thanks. Appreciate it, guys.
Gonna
bad.
act
Look, if
like
it makes you feel better, it's a rational fear of mine.
getting old.
Oh,
Yeah, I
what?
swear.
Why do you think
You-
you're getting
I am
old?
terrified. I don't look like it, and I'm gonna look like this the rest of my life.
No, you're gonna get one of these.
He's already got one from high school.
It comes-
That man put on. That man's got a little belly on him since high school.
They have not left me alone about that since like junior year. 'Cause
How we doing over there,
The
Spencer?
little baby kegger.
I started gaining weight.
Yeah, so
A healthy weight.
When
Yeah.
when he was a swimmer, bro, that man was like lean.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
was,
mean-
but I was.
I
It
mean,
was
yeah.
an unhealthy weight. I weighed like 110 pounds wet.
As soon as swimming stopped, bro, beer gut. Stability.
Just a little.
And I don't even drink.
Just a
That's
little
the fun part.
kegger, little kegger form.
Every now and then. Yeah, and it was always when I was with you.
I
didn't drink it.
He's snitching, bro. What's up with that shit?
No, I drank with
He's
him.
just snitching on you.
The very few times I have been actually drunk.
Things have happened with
That happen. You get drunk with 2 beers, bro. Chill
Yeah,
out.
I know. That's the problem. It doesn't take much.
So you just drink 2 beers when you were Ramon and you fucked up.
Yeah.
As soon as
Yeah.
you said
or,
that, you know
or
exactly
Erica
what
will
my
pop off.
mind
Let's do
went.
some shots, and I'm like, yeah,
Just take one of those.
one of those,
Yeah.
and then that's it. That's game.
Naked dancing on the table.
Yeah.
What?
I've been
Shirt.
incoherent.
Oh, what happened with your career as a dancer that you almost started?
I don't think.
A lot of people don't know about that.
Can we disclose this?
No.
I think we should talk
This is a
about
very
it.
open topic. It has become a very open topic.
Yeah.
So-
as most things with you have been.
Yeah, every topic. It doesn't matter what it is. If I tell
Basically,
either one
Golden
of them.
got casted to do Magic Mike, but midget version.
Yeah, it's like a miniature version. Not true at all, but I did almost become a male stripper, a Chippendale, as they call themselves. Like
So they didn't have a height requirement for that?
No, apparently not. Which is a question I asked. I was like, do I have to be like? Because I'm not wearing wedges or whatever they
Took
are.
the chip seriously.
Yeah, I'm not happening.
Hell yeah.
You know, and
What happened?
I just, dude,
You got shy?
no,
Colton
I didn't get
Evans
shy. The
got
shy
shy?
wasn't the problem. It was the person in charge was odd. He was giving me real.
I know.
Oh, the guy wanted you.
Yeah.
They want to get me involved.
Yeah. So
Oh,
Really?
shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Really?
It was a
Wow.
Dude, it was
Damn.
a weird vibe, man. Like I did not like. It was like a regular interview. Like you sat down. They were.
Was he like, you're going to be
Yeah.
great?
Yeah.
Cool.
And so
Oh,
like
so he
the
was
first
like-
time I was like, okay, whatever.
Pimping
But
little
it just
people?
kind of kept going, and then like there were a lot of how do I say this?
I mean, what they don't know, this is the cast of couch right now with them.
Yeah. Yeah, his interview part too.
Mm.
But yeah, dude, he was just giving me really weird vibes,
Yeah.
and I was like, I don't know if I could work for this guy because like I'd be literally almost completely naked and probably naked in most cases, and that just didn't sit right with
So
me.
then you became a mobile tech.
Yeah, things really switched up after that. But actually, fun fact, I started working for y'all. The interview was before I started working for you guys.
Gotcha.
A
Yeah.
to Z really quick.
Yeah, well, like the money sounded great at the time.
I mean, yeah.
You know, like he was telling me, he was like, one guy went to a sorority party and made like, I think he said he made like almost 10 grand in a night.
He gave you the exact same pitch.
Yeah.
He gave-
And it almost worked. It almost worked.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's his?
he is-
Can we expose this guy? What's his name?
No.
Oh,
no.
but we know where he is, right?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
very, very close
He's
to us
very,
right now.
very close.
Damn.
He's in the area.
Yeah, very, very close.
So there you go, guys. If y'all want to strip
Yeah,
around
if you-
here,
If that's the career you're looking to go into,
talk
get in
to
touch with
Colton
me,
right here, or
and
come
I will
talk to
get you in
Spence.
touch with the guy.
Direction, but 7 minutes from one direction from here.
wow.
The fact that you know the exact minute.
He's his neighbor.
I literally am. I live
Yeah,
right down the
it's
street
not.
from his
But
place.
Damn.
see, the fun part is
Weirdo
though,
front company.
dude.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that. You would never expect it.
Don't
Really.
scream, bro.
Sorry, it's just this is a very heated like. It's just brings
He's
back a
excited.
lot
It just
of
bring. It
memories.
just.
He's excited.
Yeah, but
Just
it-
turns you on.
he literally has a
Grind
whole
his gears
front
over here.
business.
Is that why your face is
Hands
getting
are
red?
sweating.
Yeah, dude,
No-
this was a sensitive topic. I
White
really don't
knuckle.
want to like. Yeah, we brought this up. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. Well, you sure the hell just let loose on there.
I mean, there's no point in
I
hiding
appreciate it though. This is
Yeah,
good. This
it
is
gives the podcast character.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just absolutely ruins mine, but it's
A lot of character.
It's fine.
I mean, granted, it's
How did you get famous? Well, I talked about almost becoming a male stripper on a podcast.
Yeah, and everything just changed after that. I lost my job at Athens.
What if you get recruited back?
No, I'm not doing it, man. It'd have to be somebody completely different.
Yeah.
And they'd have to be very fluid with my schedule because I would like to keep my job.
No, damn.
So,
You know? But like
Basically,
a weekend job, though, I wouldn't mind.
So you're going to start an OnlyFans as well?
Absolutely not.
a weekend
Has the
stripper?
thought cross my mind? Yes. But statistically speaking, that only works for women.
The fact that you
I
ran the
wouldn't-
numbers
I
on
Well,
wouldn't know.
I stand by that because
you are not incorrect.
dudes are weird. Dudes are weird.
Very, very, very true.
There are so many free sites
websites
online, and you're telling me that you would rather pay somebody $13 a month, or in some cases they have a free one, which I guess that part I guess I could get, but oh man, y'all gonna get me going if we get on this OnlyFans thing because I
So
all
you
it
really
takes-
considered it?
what I mean
You
yeah,
looked
of
it up.
course. Yes,
You
but
know the
I mean,
analytics to it.
but even just look at it. How many dudes you see that are like they'll post like, oh yeah, I'm doing OnlyFans. They'll make it like they'll push it for like 2 weeks and then nothing. Probably because they didn't make it.
I don't-
we know somebody who.
Yeah, we know a lot of. I know 2 dudes off the top of my head like that. You know one of them. Actually, you know both of them.
I've never heard of this.
No,
Yeah,
we're-
dude, it doesn't
I'm not
work
throwing
for
names
guys.
around.
Right.
Because-
We know one of them.
Okay, and the best way to put it is girls, men and women.
Be careful what you
both-
say
I
right
know,
now.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to. Men and women both have the same drive. Women are just a lot more reserved about it. Dudes, on the other hand, especially in this day and age, are like, oh yeah,
Right now.
you know, me and you, or let me pay you $4 a month to see you naked. And
Whenever-
it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. But that's just how, like, it sucks to say, and it's not the case for everybody, but most men in this generation,
All
that
right,
is.
let's
That's
move
why
on.
women make so much
Let's
money.
move on for this subject.
Yeah, because I'll keep going.
Yes.
Good topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, this topic won't change.
Yeah.
You
Let's
have
go
you have any plans for your truck?
I just got it sitting roughly how I want it to, and I'm probably about to pull all the independent front suspension out and do solid axle.
Okay. And what kind of truck was it again?
It's a 2000 Toyota Tundra.
Okay. All
But
right.
do you want to explain to him? He might not know.
Yeah. Why? That was my next question. Why would you go to a straight axle?
Just the truck's. It's a 2-wheel drive truck. I got it from my dad 5 years ago, almost
Yeah.
6 years ago. Didn't want anything to do with it whenever I first got it.
All right.
Wasn't interested in trucks. 2 years went by, I just kept driving it.
180.
Yeah. And then a full 180 came around, and then my truck last year had nothing but clears on it, heads and tails, LEDs,
Some small spacers, right?
2-inch spacers,
Yeah.
and I had 17s and 35s on a 2-inch level. I had a rotation of turn.
Gotcha.
But it's now sitting at about 8 inches of lift in the front. I got a 5-inch block in the rear, 37s. It's had a 38 1550 on it.
So the solid axle in the front is gonna make it ride better.
I'm hoping so because
Okay.
the lift that is on my truck has been discontinued for almost 15 years now. They don't make it anymore.
Got you.
Yeah,
So
and they don't make a lot of lift options.
For the Toyotas, right?
For the first generation, there's
Right.
3 lift options.
Right.
There's
Yeah.
there's
For the early
yeah,
Toyota
yeah,
trucks, yeah.
There's a RCD, Race Car Dynamics, which is what I had, which is a 6-inch.
Uh-huh.
And then Tough Country makes a 4.5-inch with a ball joint spacer and a 5-inch with spindles.
How did okay? So the ball joint spacers, have you used those before?
I have never. My 6-inch came with spindles.
Got you. Okay.
But I know people who have the 4.5s who haven't had any problems out of the ball joint spacers.
Okay.
I also have a buddy who's sheared 1.5.
Yeah. Okay.
So
That
it's-
that to me makes like more sense that it would happen.
Yeah,
you know.
Some people have good luck with them, and then some people, like my buddy, he does use his truck. It's a 4-wheel drive truck. He uses it as a 4-wheel drive truck, but he sheared one of the ball joint spacers clean in half.
Spacers.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're gonna put spacers on anything, you have to understand that you are playing a very dangerous game.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with running spacers. I personally run spacers. You've run
You're talking
spacers
about
once
wheel
or twice.
spacers.
Well, any sort of
Any
spacer.
sort of
Okay.
spacer.
I haven't
in
done ball
general.
joint spacers. That's a little too much for
That's
me.
dumb. as
But
fuck.
I feel like if you're going to spend the money on getting a spacer, you have to know in the back of your head that okay, if this messes up, there could be a potential problem.
Yep.
Like that's just one of those things you have to understand.
Yeah.
Your spacer.
One of the things we pointed out last time we were out trying to do this on using spacers was the hub-centric spacers,
Yes.
right?
Wheel
Yeah.
spacer.
Using the correct wheel spacer for the correct situation.
Yeah.
Right.
Buy a wheel spacer that'll fit a Ford, a Chevy,
Universal
and
ones?
Yeah.
Toyota because
Those are dangerous.
whenever it goes time to sit your wheel on your spacer,
Right.
you will have to pick up and
Right.
center your wheel
Mhm.
on the spacer because it's
Yep.
not the same.
A
bolt.
lot of people don't know that.
Yep.
They just grab the wheel, put it on spacer, tying it down,
And
you're
then-
going down the road, and you're doing this
and
right
then
here.
they cup the ever loving
Oh yeah,
piss out of their
yeah.
tires.
Well, another
So
thing
you have to center the wheel
Yep.
on the spacer and then tying it down.
I mean, think about whatever I came up here a couple months ago. I came here looking for a lug nut key because the guy who owned my 4Runner previously,
Yeah.
he used a specific key which nobody makes anymore.
Dude,
Right.
I remember you
'Cause you-
calling me about this.
I came up here and y'all don't even have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that. But whenever he put the wheel spacers on, he didn't center the wheel spacers.
So it was off.
So I rotated the tires continued to cup.
Mm.
So I was like, what's the matter? Took the wheel spacers off. You can sit there and spin the rotor and
You can
watch
see
the
it.
wheel spacer run.
Yeah.
I sold that, by the way.
Don't
Man,
keep out.
yeah,
I sold it. I
you
sold
know,
it like
you know,
that.
you'd be surprised how many times, and it's because we work on cars, and you probably notice it too. When you're going down the road and you see somebody's lift his trucks, and you look at that tire, and it's just going like this.
Yep.
Yep.
It
You know, it
bounces,
just-
your bed bounces.
Yeah.
I hit either
Eh.
hit the gas to get past him or a brake and
Yeah,
let
I-
go ahead.
and you know,
never know.
you're like, damn, like what? You know, when you work on cars, or you kind of run through your head. Like what he did wrong, so you're imagining in your head like
You're diagging the car and
Yep.
just driving down the
Yeah.
road. Yeah, every
A
day.
Yeah.
full blown
Every day.
diagnosis of driving past every vehicle.
Yeah.
You're
Yep.
like, his axle's hopping a little bit. He
Dude.
probably has a U-bolt.
Watch
Right.
this little camber, like,
Yes.
like lifted trucks
Yes.
camber. Like, man, that just
Eating the tires.
Yeah.
That's one of those like little beat up little like Camrys or like Nissans. You just get that there's this bear just
Yes,
Yeah.
just bouncing.
That's
Dude,
Yeah.
my
And the-
problem is parking lots. I look at every set of tires I walk by. That needs tires. That needs tires.
You need an
They
alignment.
need alignment.
You need an
Dude,
alignment.
every parking lot I go to is like that.
one of the things used to get me all the time is that I could identify what kind of tire it was. Like when walk past the car, I go, oh, that's a General. Oh, that's a Yokohama. That's a Milestar. That's a this and that.
See, I love
You
doing that.
see
I
it all
still
the
do
time.
it
So
because I love Nitto personally.
Yeah, you're great tire.
I've had. I think I did the math the other day. I think I've had 6 set of Nittos on my truck.
Right.
Just different wheels and tires, different setups and stuff. I've had 6 different sets of Nittos.
Best tire known to man, in my opinion.
I love them.
Yeah.
But I seen a Ford Raptor, a new body Ford Raptor, on 38-15-50 mud graps, and I sent it to him.
Whoa.
Oh yeah,
And
I
it
remember
was
this one now.
very weird because whenever you usually see something like that, you usually don't see mud graps on a Raptor. You're usually going to see some sort of BFGs or something like
Right,
that.
right.
BFGs are
factory.
those are the factory
Yeah.
tires.
Yeah,
so-
but
BFG's a great tire too.
yeah, they're. I mean,
Oh,
they're
yeah,
good.
Yeah.
But it was a set of 38-15-50 R20 mud graps on,
Nice.
on
That is
Raptor, and
crazy.
it was stuffed.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a lot of
So
tire.
that's a lot to put up under that.
Did it look good?
Oh, it looked
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to
saw
say.
a
I
picture
bet it
of
looked fucking mean as hell.
I
Speaking
stuck a
of-
picture of it.
Speaking of looking good, have any of y'all seen the Hummer EV?
Oh, then I love that
Dude,
thing.
I passed one on
Man.
Atlanta Highway like Monday.
I just haven't like read much about it. I don't know if it's full electric or is it gas.
It's full.
It's
It is
full- it's a full-blown
110%
electric.
I don't know. I saw one crab walking on 316 over there.
Yeah.
That tripped me out.
They are so
Man.
beefy.
Oh,
they
those
are just
dude,
massive.
man.
They are
there's-
10,000-pound vehicles.
They're $110,000.
Yeah, I think they're I think they're one of the heaviest vehicles on the road. Right
But
Yeah.
I
now.
think
Off the lot.
that
Junior needs to sell about another 150 set of tires the next week. I'll go get one.
If I were you, I wouldn't.
I'm going
GM
to.
is starting to pull out of the EV.
I don't
game.
care what you say.
I'm
I
just
think
telling
It'll
you.
be a classic. It'll be worth a lot of money because I have the only one.
Yeah, until the
Worst case,
fulcrum
just walking
drops back
into a
down.
Tesla.
speaking of being a classic, my truck's actually a month away from being able to go get a classic plate.
Hell yeah! I get.
Nice.
That-
I got classic insurance on my '88 Chevy, the
Oh,
OBS.
nice.
Hell yeah!
The
Nice,
truck.
yeah, I've got
the
it
thing
on
that
my
doesn't make
Mustang.
the thing that doesn't make sense with my truck is it says it's a 2000 model. You could check the door. It's March of 1999.
Well, there
The same
you
thing
go.
with his.
But see, it's usually half years.
Right.
Is usually how that
That's
works,
true.
which
Right.
is why I've been kind of confused about it because the first one rolled off the lot in October of '98 was the first one that was made. I'm a big nerd whenever it comes to this kind of
Look,
stuff.
dude,
I love my trucks.
That's what this podcast should
Yep.
be about, just information.
But,
so go have
I-
at it.
They didn't. The first one wasn't sold until November of 1999, I think. But there's only a few months that were actually considered a '99 model. So if I take my truck to a dealership, you run the VIN, it says a 2000 model, but it's a March of 1999.
That works like my Mustang.
So like when we work on vehicles here, when I have to order parts, like I did a Nissan Sentra the other day, it's a 15. Like you pull the VIN, you go to the door sticker, it says 03 or 14.
So the 14 and a half.
That's what you would think it would be called, but they just rounded up now to the 15. They used to do like in my truck's at 07 and a half. They stopped doing that.
Yeah.
They just do.
Well, man, you'd be surprised how many. Like you look at the car and it's the exact same car. Was it a Kia
Kia's bad.
that we ordered the
Oh, like the 14 Kia Optima that we had.
yes.
It had bearings depending on the production date, the actual month. It could be a 2015, so they switched
From March
bearings
to whatever.
from March to September to
Wow.
November. And so you actually
Our
like,
recalls
it plays
do
a
that.
big key. So
That's
why-
crazy.
that's
So
why-
sometimes we have to tell the parts store like, hey, just send us every one you got.
Yep.
So we can look which one fits, because you could tell them, oh, this and that, and they look it up on the computer and it's not the same thing.
Yes, yeah.
You know, a lot of people will be surprised how many times that happens
Well,
when you
recalls
order
work
stuff.
the same way. A lot of recalls you have to go off build date because you'll have vehicles in the same year, but they were built in months apart from each other, and that's what makes the difference. It's
Like,
like
some
this
of the-
passes, this doesn't.
Like some
the-
frame recalls and stuff like that, because my truck
Yeah.
had a big frame recall, but mine's fine.
Yeah,
Georgia truck. no rust.
14
No
and
rust.
18,
No
like,
rust.
no rust.
Some of the tire sensors are 315 hertz and some are 433 hertz.
Yeah,
So like it just really depends on that.
I think that's my buddy's problem because his TPMS sensors will not sync.
they won't.
I think they're different because
Yeah.
he can get all three. He can get the front because he has a 2018 Silverado
Okay.
and he has his own little reader because he didn't want to spend like however much to get him.
Just tell them to bring it up.
Yeah,
So he did the front one,
we got like 4 badass readers.
but he's done the front one because the blinkers will tell you which side to do it because you can just push a button.
Yeah.
Driver side, fine. And goes to the passenger side, that front one won't read, but all 3 of the other ones read. So I think there's a different TPMS sensor in one
It's
of them.
weird. Sometimes the tires and the wheels, some sensors, just the batteries aren't strong enough to push the
Yeah.
signal through.
Yeah.
Well,
I
if
think
you'd
that's
stop,
the problem I have.
if you'd stop buying Iron Mans, you wouldn't have a problem. Sorry.
I don't like Iron Mans.
no,
Iron
I
Man's
never liked
worst
it.
tire, hand down. Sorry. I'm actually not sorry.
I slid.
If
I
you're running
slid,
Iron Man's, personally,
I hate Iron Mans.
yeah.
I
You
slid
just need to
side-
go get a different tire.
I slid sideways into a work vehicle because it was a little bit wet outside.
The Iron Man said, "Oh, tread."
My truck does not make enough power to get out of its own way, but I slid into a work truck.
Just to point out, for those who don't know what Wesley's truck looks like, imagine a Tundra, but a monster truck. Because I swear it is one of the biggest Tundras I have
I don't know.
ever
That
seen.
one
on
that's
the
got
road.
those like portal.
Oh, he's bigger than me, but he custom built $15,000 spindles.
Okay, yes. Yeah,
Oh, wait.
That's
let's
that's why
be
he's
realistic.
he's a fabricator.
Does he have an
That's-
OnlyFans?
Maybe.
What do you call that?
Here you go back
When
with
the
your
plot
OnlyFans
comes
stuff,
back
bro.
around,
You-
well, somebody just Snapchat me and said, "Dude, that OnlyFans tangent was crazy." Shout out to Carson. Man, dude.
Touching on this point that he made, a lot of people don't know this, but when Ramon was growing up, I asked him, what's your first car? Like, he was about 14, 15, we're talking about what kind of car he wanted. And he was like, hold on. He was like, I just want a car that's going to be reliable, and I'm not going to have to do much to it because I don't want to have to work on it. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, think about it. Let me know. So a few days went by, and he come out from school. He's like, Dad, I know what kind of car I want. I was like, all right, well, what is it, man? We'll go looking. Me, as his dad, into cars, work on cars. I'm thinking this dude's gonna want a Camaro, some little 5-speed Honda, something badass that we can work on. He's like, I want a Honda CRV.
Dude,
Okay.
My heart broke.
God, I remember this. He still talks about
You
this.
felt the backhand from him saying that.
Like 2003 model, bro. They have a picnic table in the back of it.
What?
He's obsessed with this.
You didn't know that?
Dude, this is
No.
all I heard about in
If you
high
ever
school.
Go to like
Yeah, he's driving around.
It's 08 and before. The CRVs. If you go back to them, and they lift the thing to get the spare tire.
Yeah.
That thing pulls out and it has legs that fold out and
Into a
it's a table,
picnic table?
like a full-on table, like a little.
That is
nice-
awesome. I would buy one just to have that.
Is that Jalen?
Yep.
Oh, he's
What is it?
Jalen wanted to say hey.
I told him to
Oh,
come.
hey Jalen.
Hey, everybody.
Jalen's
So-
here.
So
Spirit.
to elaborate,
Don't worry, Jalen. We got you, buddy.
so to elaborate, he went from a Honda CRV, and then he kept coming around. He was coming around the shop a little more. We never really bought the CRV because I was like, man, you need something a little bit better, a little bit more beefier,
Yeah.
So he decided on he wanted a Toyota 4Runner, right? And I was like, man, those things are fucking expensive.
What gen? What generation?
Well, the
a
second gen.
Oh,
So
okay.
Still my favorite.
so we were looking around. We were looking around for this. We were
Use only.
looking around for this Toyota, and I was scrolling through the marketplace, and I found one for $500.
Mm-hmm.
We went to go look at it, and this thing it was caked in dirt. Like, I'm talking about red dirt inside.
And
About
farm use only written on the back window, like it stick, like it was a.
it wasn't. They didn't even drove it on the road. They just rode it from one farm to the other farm because
all
they had two farms, and we went up there.
Limited.
We went up there and it wouldn't crank. Put a little brake cleaner or carburetor or something in the intake. Fire right up. I told Junior, I was like, man, we can get this running. Paid the man $500.
Yep, and got towed up.
Got it back to the old shop over there in Bogart, and we put some Canati Mud Hogs.
Mudhog.
Dude.
Yeah, 16s, 33s, and that was it. The key didn't turn around from
We
that.
flipped it the first test drive. We went across the street into like a abandoned neighborhood that we were gonna build, and he's like, "Does 4-wheel drive work?" And we were like, "No." So I'm sitting passenger seat, and he just like
They had some mounds of dirt
let's
where they
go.
were
We
dumping
start
dirt.
hitting these dunes. And it's like slightly rainy, so it's a little wet grass.
Yeah,
And we had put the Canatis on it, so it was just bald. Like
yeah. I was just testing
He
it.
was
Instead of
just swinging
215s.
donuts, and then we hit this little rut, and the 4Runner just goes.
Oh, it caught it.
And he's like, "All right, time to test 4-wheel drive."
Yeah.
4-wheel drive, and we drove out of there, and then that 4Runner almost tried to kill me. So he, like you said, he had a shit ton of mud in it. So I ended up cleaning it. So people that don't know that don't have a 4Runner, the back carpet runs up the back seats.
Yep.
So this was a limited, like I said, so it had leather seats and everything. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna clean it because it's my first car. Start cleaning the mud out. I was doing great. Did the front seats. Well, I took out the whole back seat too. Well, I took off the carpet and I dropped the seat. Ended up slicing my finger. I cut a tendon and a nerve in my finger. I had 13 stitches. In this finger.
Oh.
I had to go to physical therapy.
Fucking cost about $8,000.
You can
Jesus.
see the bone, the fat in my finger.
I was like, God damn, I should have bought him a new one at that point.
Should have bought the CRV.
Yeah.
CRV makes a comeback.
And
Dude, he
then-
still
Yeah.
wants one.
He was watching
Pick
Grey's
the
Anatomy
table.
at the time. He's like, "Let me fix it." I'm like, no. It was awful, dude.
Yeah, but then we ended up painting it with
Plastic dip.
the whole thing. Put it all black.
I mean,
Hey,
So-
that plastic dip lasted 5 years. That's how well it was done.
American
I drove-
Deli delivers till 8:25. Is anybody hungry?
Nah, I'm
Really?
good, bro. You go ahead.
Y'all are good?
I'm hungry.
You want something?
I'm
All right,
hungry.
hold on. Let me put my order in, then I'll get you some.
I'll take
I
a
had a ton of wings.
drink. You want something to eat?
Oh yeah, I'll take it.
Oh, you want something to eat, Spencer? For those who are new and have never been to the shop, Spencer one day went and got lunch for everybody except for me. Can we put Toby in here? By the way, Jalen wants. Can I come grab Toby?
Just put him in front of the camera. That's Toby.
All right. Yep. They want Toby.
You can get it.
Can we come get Toby and sit him next to everybody?
Killed me.
Toby's getting center.
So
Front
this is Toby. Toby's the Rock. He's Spencer's.
Can they
pet
see
rock.
Toby? Is Toby good? Or does he need to sit on the desk?
We're gonna have like a whole segment.
Probably gonna have to put him on the table.
He's gonna crack the.
Oh
I
yeah.
was gonna say probably should put him on the table, but
Just return him back to Spencer.
Can we get back to getting food?
I thought you weren't hungry.
I just want a drink and some fries.
He's hungry.
So while he figures this out,
Give me a second.
so we decided that you put a little, what did you put, a 12-inch punch in that thing?
Yeah, I put a P3 in that thing.
Yeah, I think it was hitting
Yeah.
hard.
Oh,
I think
Oh,
it
this
hit-
is what y'all were talking about last time. Whenever you
Yeah.
went to high school, shaking shaking the entire high school.
We
on
were
the train, by the
pushing
way.
that P3 to
A
the
Dr. Pepper.
max.
No, I know all about that.
Add a Dr. Pip.
Dr. Pilple.
Dr. Pip.
So then we had that, and then we had a 4-channel Rockford 2 running all the doors. I mean, it was a great sound of people
Dude,
and audio.
you could hear that thing from
it's just
like
so
literally.
much
I think it was almost a
space.
quarter mile.
That's why
from-
it moved air. So
Yeah, it sounded good.
Like, I mean, our parking spot, remember, was on the
Roll back
opposite
window
side of the
down
school,
and-
and I
Yeah.
could hear him in the mornings coming from the four-way, which was easily a quarter mile away.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
I'd be sitting in my truck, doing the whole.
If anyone ever wants to get a second-gen 4Runner, just make sure you're ready to swap the motor.
Yeah, it's that thing.
The 3.0s are god awful.
That
I'm
will
sorry.
head gaskets every 2,000
The
miles.
3.0s are terrible. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So either switch it to a 3.4, which is probably one of the best Toyota motors ever made. Or
Yeah.
If you got money, 4BT swap that thing. It'll fit.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I do like.
After that, it was he just started getting into cars and trucks and stuff, and
then
he
you got the the new body after that, didn't you?
Well,
Yeah.
so I
You
went
kind of
to-
had both.
Went to the Durango, we tried the Camaro, now we're at the Silverado.
Yeah.
You try the Camaro. That was.
Yeah. The Camaro was just too small.
Yeah.
You had fun in it.
Golden.
Who?
You did.
On what?
The
I
Camaro.
don't know what you talking about, sir.
I remember. So does my sister, who you terrified the shit out of. On my
Well,
party.
I was pretty fucking drunk that night.
Oh, dude. That
Oh,
was-
I know.
I'm
And I
sitting
found that
outside-
out afterwards.
I'm sitting out at the bar. I'm sitting outside smoking a cigarette, and I get a text message from Ramon. Says, "Hey, Colton's leaving for college. He wants to do a donut. He's never done a donut before." I was
Which
like,
is true. I had never done a donut.
"I'd be there in a minute." I ride up there. I pull up to the. What were y'all at?
We're at Epps.
Hey, they don't have
Yeah.
pepper. They got Pib.
No, I'll just get a Coke. So,
He
yeah,
said absolutely not.
fuck 'em.
Okay, no.
Yeah, bro.
It's not the same shit.
Sit,
We
no,
have to
hell
do
no.
that.
So,
Okay.
I went down there, and I could pull up, and I'm jamming to Charlino Sanchez, I think. And I look around, and notice there's nothing but white people there, and I'm smoking a cigarette, and I pull up, and he jumps in, and I just fucking let it rip. When it's all said and done, I find out that his mom is standing right there.
Yeah.
Watching the whole thing go down.
Well, this man probably did 10.
Oh, I fucking let
Oh,
it
he's
go.
just slinging.
Yeah.
over
It was,
and over
dude.
and
I was
over.
in the window, like doing this number right
Like
here,
stuck
like
on the
trying
window?
to look at Ivy to give him a thumbs up, but I couldn't move. I was like the
Just
inertia
stuck.
just had me just stuck to the
This
window.
was just a V6 5-speed.
Yeah.
But it
yeah.
spun.
I let it
especially
rip,
on the
man.
fresh asphalt in Epps because they had
But-
just finished building it.
To that, I'm still surprised how much fucking horsepower that little V6 engine would give.
I mean, it could keep up with some.
Because it was a 5-speed. I could keep up with some of these Chargers. You know, right? Not like a fucking supercharged Charger.
But like a 5.7.
Like a 5.7, man. I
up with a
could.
scat.
The only way
Shout out
that
to
they would get away from me is like on 78 or 316 after
On the top end?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they would start pulling off. But taking off, man, I smoked them motherfuckers, bro. They didn't even know what hit them.
Left, right, and center.
Yeah,
V6. Wow.
yeah.
The little,
Little fart can.
Hell yeah. Well, I didn't put them off on it. I left it like that. Yeah. But I let it rip. I blew the engine up on that thing.
I thought you locked the training.
No, I blew the engine up
Oh, I thought you did.
on my way to the airport.
I thought you did the clutch on that thing.
I did the clutch, and then I did the clutch first.
Going on vacations.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Last vacation.
Yeah.
I think I'm
Hit a piece of
I had
metal.
to do it.
Yeah, I did. I swapped the motor.
Allegedly.
I swapped the motor for another V6, and then like a month later, it got repoed. I didn't pay it.
And he's just sitting there. He's like, "Nah, I didn't want it anyways."
I was
coming to get it. They're like, why didn't
No.
you pay? I didn't
Thank
want
you.
it.
no, fuck that, bro. I was pissed because I called the company, right, and they were like, "Oh, you owe 2 months," which was like $700.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "All right." So I paid that. I paid the $700, right? Let it go. Blah blah blah. I was like, I'm good, right? Next thing I know, I wake up, my fucking car's gone. So I called them up, and they were like, "Oh, you were about to be 3 months behind. That's why we put the repo on it."
About to be?
About to be, right?
So you weren't even under the rebate
No,
yet.
no. So I was only behind like 7 days.
Yeah.
But because I was about to be 3 months, they fucking came and picked it up. They put the report order, so whoever was out looking for some
Caught it
money
immediately.
Yeah, they went up there and they fucking picked it up and took it, man. I was pissed.
Damn. Wow.
I went.
The repo guys are slick.
I called the finance company. And I was like, look, so how far behind am I? And he's like, oh, you're just $300, $360. I was like, okay, well, I'll pay you. It was like, oh no, you got to pay $2,000 for the repo. It's $100, $150 per day that it was in the pound.
In the pound, yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? You can just keep that fucking car. But
It wasn't even worth that.
but the problem was that it went on my fucking credit, right?
Yeah. That's
So eventually, I ended up having to fucking pay for it anyways, and I didn't even have a motherfucking car.
Yep.
That shit pissed me off.
It got to you one way or the other.
Yeah,
it came back around.
yeah, it fucking pissed me off, man. But you know, shit happens. It was rough around that time. I don't even know how we kept the shop afloat around that time because, boy, I was struggling. But you know, that's part of business, bro.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah, that's something you gotta. I mean,
I'm not ashamed to say, yeah, I got a car repo. It happens. Shit happens, bro.
Yeah, but now he's got a Gladiator, Mercedes.
He's got 3 Mercedes.
Yeah, I do.
Since when?
He's had them.
Yeah.
He's got the 99. What year?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
I
that.
got the 95 and the big body bands in Texas.
Texas.
Yeah.
The AMG.
Yeah.
You got the Gladiator, the Denali, technically,
The custom
the,
one.
the 88, the ADC10, the Monte Carlos, and the Harley.
Yeah.
But he got a Camaro repoed. Ooh.
A V6 Camaro.
Yeah, somebody's in the.
But you know,
It's
but it just
Somebody with a V6
if
is
it-
screaming in the
if,
car.
if,
Hey, by the
Sell
way,
it.
my Toyota is a V8. Just heads up, my Toyota
Sell the Camaro.
is a 4.7.
but if that serves any purpose, just to let people know you don't give up. You know, everybody hits rock bottom one point or another. I've been there 3 times.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't
happens.
scared. I ain't scared. So you know, I just tell everybody keep going, man. That kind of stuff right there happens to
Literal
anybody,
fire-
man.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know.
that's just part of it.
You hit
Literal
you hit rough spots in life sometimes when you're
I'm just
going
making
out.
sure they go by.
They're going by. They're not gonna come get you,
You don't know that?
Is that like literal firehouse sub?
bro. Just if you hear a boom, then look out the window.
Yeah, I mean,
A
that
lot of
guy
accidents
hit
happen
that
around
one
here.
day.
Oh,
And then the car, they get hit here during
What
the
was
day.
that? What was that truck? Y'all had a meet here last year sometime where somebody got absolutely smoked trying to pull out of
oh
here.
yeah. It wasn't even it wasn't even our stuff.
No, it had nothing to do with us, but it was literally right here.
Yeah, somebody stopped.
So there was someone driving, and they were slowing down to just look at all the cars because
Yep.
at midnight time, like everyone's got the lights on.
Everybody's
Like,
got lights on. Yep.
It looked like a party basically.
Yeah.
And so this person was slowing down just so to look while they're driving by, which is totally fine.
Mhm.
But someone else was behind them
Not
on
paying
their
attention.
phone, not paying absolutely any attention to them,
Yeah.
slowing down at all, and ended up rear-ending the absolute crap out of them.
Yeah,
I ended
because-
up knowing the people that got rear-ended.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Yeah, because they got hit like center of
They
the
got hit
parking
at
lot and got drugged the whole way
they
up
got
here.
hit right there at the sign.
Oh,
They ended up in
yeah.
parking lot.
The
With
show
that
last
meet-
year?
Mhm.
Yeah, the meet last
that
year.
was interesting.
But the most crappiest time was December. Me and Spence were in here. It was kind of late, about 7:30. It was like around December the 20th, wasn't it,
Yeah, it was
Spence?
7:30.
And we were out here, and we heard a big bang, and he was like, "Did someone just wreck?" I was like, "Yeah, I think so." So we went out there to check it out, and I went to because we got 2 ways in. I went to that side where you come in, and I just saw somebody lay on the floor, and I was like, "Yep, they're dead." I mean, there was no ends about it. And then, sure enough, we found out that it was some lady that was crossing the street.
I mean, she was in all black crossing the street at 7 o'clock.
Dude, what is
On
up
a
with
little
people
house.
doing that late at night?
Especially right here.
Yeah, I
bro.
know. Why?
There's no. I mean, look. There's not a lot. There's not a lot.
They're
Of
all,
lights
but
there.
they're always. You'll always see somebody walking down the road in dark clothes.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
they're
mean,
just
there's
asking for it,
nothing
man.
keeping you.
I mean-
somebody the other day pushing a wheelchair in the middle of the road.
Nice.
That's not-
That's
Literally
Athens.
literally
That's
right
Athens.
next to the sidewalk.
Yeah, but that's
Have
Yeah.
there any comments we need to talk about or anything?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, if y'all could like engage, it'd be really cool.
Yeah. This is a.
Give us some
this
stuff
is a,
to talk
This
about.
is an
Because
intrusive.
we'll go all night long.
This is an
This is
inclusive
nothing new for
podcast.
us.
Earlier.
Huh?
People really wanted Toby on earlier, but I didn't want to indulge with that.
Y'all can ask any questions. We'll be
Toby.
happy to answer what we can.
Free
Share the live. We want to build this to some kind of community and get anybody out here to talk about
cool.
cars and
I've already been
trucks.
sent
And,
screenshots of people talking about how they weren't expecting my face to be on TikTok.
That's
I've had
great.
screenshots.
That's good.
that's good. Yeah, man. We
Throw it
really
for a loop.
appreciate it. Yeah.
So
Never,
once again, if you want
Hot topic: is Colton's truck really worth $40K?
absolutely not.
Yeah.
First of all, okay,
Yes.
this is good.
Yes,
Well,
it is.
Well,
I
you're-
needed a chance
hold
to
on.
talk
Junior,
about
Junior needs to do the.
If you're gonna pay $40,000, yes, it is. If you're not, then probably not.
Junior needs to do the
If you
timestamp
wanna-
right now.
Yeah, if you want to appear on the show, reach out to us on Top Dog Tire GA on Instagram. DM us some of your contact info. Let us know what you want to be on here for, so we can reach out to you, get you on the show. Now back to
Okay,
40K
thank you.
Trucks over there.
That was good.
40K.
That was good.
40K.
Okay. Yes, I listed my truck on Facebook for 40K. I am beyond aware that it is not worth 40K.
So then why
it
not
is
just 40K?
strategic.
I was on the phone. I was on the
It
phone with
is.
him whenever he was making the ad.
Yes, I was
by the way.
literally typing it up, talking to Wes. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna post it for 40. The reason being, and I feel like this goes for any time you sell something, you put it as high as you possibly can without it being stupidly ridiculous.
I don't know, that's pretty
40K.
stupid ridiculous.
40K is stupidly ridiculous.
So,
Yes.
So why'd you put it? You just-
So,
It's
because-
quite
you literally
entertaining,
just said
might
that
I add.
You would put it as high as you can without it being super ridiculous, and then just said it was stupid ridiculous.
That was
So that makes no
ridiculous. I wouldn't say stupid ridiculous.
40K
But-
for a 1500 gas or
Hey,
Don't you say it.
pipe down over there.
Don't you say
Okay.
it. You know you
I
want to say
know
it,
what
but
he's
don't you
about
say
to say.
it.
I know what he's
we
about
all
to say.
know.
Yeah, I got cloth
Yep.
seats. Okay, I got cloth seats.
base model.
Okay, but
There it is.
all right.
You know what? You know what, Colton? I'm gonna stick up for you right here.
Thank you.
You know,
I'm just saying.
because any car is worth, or a truck is worth, what somebody's willing to pay for it.
Absolutely.
When it doesn't have a $1,200 radio, that does not work.
Why are you doing this? Right
Yes,
now?
why are you doing
What is
this?
wrong with you?
Why
Whose
you-
side are you on right
Who's
now?
posted it for 40K?
Okay, once again, just to clarify, the radio works fine.
No,
It just needs to be bypassed through the modeling. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. We're not doing that shit. Anyways, my truck is not worth 40K, and I know it's not. Yeah,
and you have this freaking door chime. Ding.
Oh, it's
ding.
It's so loud.
I don't know which wire to cut. I'm gonna be honest.
All of them.
I don't know which one it is.
I can show you.
But
I took it off on his.
Yeah.
anyways, back to the topic here is I put it at 40. Okay, I am not expecting anywhere close to 40. Okay, I know what that truck is worth. Bone stock. I also bought it when the market was super high, so I'm also still trying to like get what I paid.
Look, man, we looked at a, what is it, 2500 Denali HD yesterday.
Yeah.
98,
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh, you should have seen. I was
That's
at the,
so
I was
nuts,
at the,
man.
I was,
For
at
a
a
truck,
dealership,
bro.
I was at a dealership with my buddy. F450 King Ranch. Beautiful truck, dually gorgeous. The black and brown two-tone, loved it.
112.
No, 131.
Oh, it's fully loaded.
It was on black 28s.
Okay, yep. That
4G autos, 35s.
So
it
why
was
didn't you get it?
Yeah, I thought you were big money. 30K, not on 16 wides. It's yours.
What?
Once again, I'm still highball.
So 10K for your 16 months. How's that going?
Oh, dude. Once again, that's another one. Like,
Granted, the one that you sent the other
yeah,
day.
my
Man, you know,
16 watts.
but you know what? I'm gonna have to, like I said, I'm gonna stick up for you, bro.
Thank you.
Because on Marketplace, you put anything on there, and you'll have that dumbass to be like, I'll give you.
So no, we'll get into that.
Hold on,
And
hold on.
talking about getting it today, my 4Runner was up for sale for $4,000. A 2004 4Runner, fully loaded limited V8. It had issues. All of the issues were stated. The amount of people that I got $1,500 today, I'm like, you can offer me $1,500 tomorrow, and the answer is still going to be no.
Yeah, that's crazy,
Hate to break
man.
your news.
Yeah.
I can't stand that, man.
My
Like,
Forge wheels are a $10,000 setup.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter where you go. They're your $10,000, and that's bottom line. Tires, wheels,
right.
and floating caps.
Mounted, balanced, floating
Thank
caps. It
you.
is a
And
$10,000
GD
setup.
Yes, with
Yeah.
Because
sensors.
that's
It
a
is.
big key. 'Cause I hate the tire light.
It is 10.
Yeah.
It's a $10,000 setup
Right.
all day long.
Oh yeah.
So I posted them for 9.
Mm-hmm.
They've only been on the truck for about 2,000 miles. They
Yeah.
do not have any sort of
Right.
no cupping. There's
Yeah.
nothing. I take
Curb,
it
no-
very. I mean, they are
Right. They're clean.
flawless.
Yeah. Yep.
with floating caps, which
Yeah.
add $500 for any dingus that doesn't realize that.
And that's wholesale price on caps.
Thank
Yeah.
you. That's not even regular price.
Yeah.
So I post them for 9. I think that's pretty fair. I had a guy offer me 22s and 37s. Pretty typical.
Great trade.
Pretty. Yeah. He expected me. He goes, "Well, how much would you want on top?"
Keep going. Somebody's just gonna get in.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, you threw me off. Anyways, yeah.
Derailed the whole thing.
He's like, what about a trade for 2s and 7s? I already have stocks and 7s. They're sitting in the back right now. I just haven't put them on. So, I'm like, yeah, you'd have to add some cash. Keep in mind, look at where I'm at. I have been here a long time. Okay, I don't need 2s and 7s. I don't need Bubba set up. I've got one. So I told him, I was like, okay, well, I was trying to do him a favor, and I said, $7K. You bring me your setup and $7,000, because his setup was probably worth less than 2.
Yeah, it's a pretty good deal.
But thank you.
Yeah.
All right. No, I can buy them for that. Okay, then go buy them.
Yeah.
Go buy them for $7K.
Okay.
Please tell me. So I sent this to our little group chat. Ramon sends me the custom offsets where it says $9,856.
That's for wheels and tires.
Yep.
Nothing else.
Actually,
Nothing
I'm
else.
gonna read this because this is just too golden not to share. So I sent it to
Actually,
the guy.
I hope he's watching this.
I do too, but I
somehow,
highly doubt it.
You should
Some-
send them the link after the video.
Yeah, I'm going
please.
to. So I sent.
I just saw the
I sent him the custom offsets screenshot. And he said, "Don't send me some custom offsets, BS."
What,
I
tell
said-
them the time difference on the replies.
Oh, okay. So I sent the custom offset screenshot. 3 days later, 3 days. Okay, I thought the conversation was over. I was like, okay, I won. We're done. 3 days later, that's what he says. So I come back 5 seconds later, and I'm like, look, if you can't afford them, you can just say that.
Oh,
it's okay. It's
you
all right.
heard that
I'm
man's
not,
feelings.
But like, it's fine. If you can't afford them, they're expensive wheels.
Yeah,
It's
don't talk
okay.
But
shit.
see-
Yeah, don't talk shit. Yeah.
Saying that though, somebody's ego will take over, and they'll get hurt by saying
Yeah.
that. If you can't afford something, be honest with yourself before you're honest with other people.
Oh,
Yeah.
and, we're getting there.
we'll,
Here comes the golden part.
We'll get there. But wait, there's more.
So I said, I thought this combo ended 3 days ago, but I guess you decided you wanted to keep on arguing with how much my wheels are worth when all you offered me were 2s and 7s, which are worth nothing to me. Just want to throw that out there. I've got a set, don't need them. whatever. I was trying to do him a favor. So then I follow up by sending him a link to A-Firm, which if nobody knows what A-Firm is. It's pretty much a credit lending company to where you can borrow money, you buy now, pay later.
Yep.
And his response was, I didn't see where you responded. It had been 3 days. He had seen me respond. He just chose not to. I laughed when you sent me some custom offsets picture, though. I appreciate the laugh. Everyone needs one. And I said, yep, and you gave me mine thinking that your setup was worth more than the $2,000. I was trying to do you a favor. That's how that ended. He
Yeah.
left me on red.
Yeah.
Just give it 3 days.
Yeah, he'll probably
Give it
respond
3
in 3
days.
days. But,
His peanut brain got a process.
but like, my wheels are worth $10,000.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
asking
no,
$10,000.
there's a lot of people have
They don't realize how expensive.
yeah,
Exactly.
they feel
They
some
don't.
a lot of people think like, oh, since we own the shop, we get them at a deal. Oh, y'all are making a fucking killing on a set of wheels. We're really not.
necessarily.
that's-
Man,
the thing.
we're trying to make $200 to $300 on a setup, bro.
Yep, y'all are trying to
You
stay
know?
afloat at the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah, we make money if we sell more, not make money on one setup and that's it.
But also,
You know?
we also run the risk. You're paying this much money for the wheels. If I fuck up your wheel, you're gonna hold me to it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Which
We
is
had
fair.
a guy earlier that wanted debadge a charger.
Debadge his RT charger. So
Yeah.
We didn't know that it was.
Yeah, and we told him we would do it. He said how much? Ramon said 125.
To debadge.
Yeah.
The whole
not
car.
Which
Yeah.
honestly is not a bad deal.
No.
For all the work you
Oh, we look like we fucking charged him $1 million.
The
And then he was like, "Can you just take off the stuff and leave it like that?" I was like, "Well, you can do that. I can give you a screwdriver."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh no, I'm gonna
Yeah,
scratch
you
it
gotta
up."
sit there with a 3M eraser wheel. And
Yeah,
all this
he
stuff.
I'm
was
gonna
like-
scratch it up, is what he said.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's
scratch
why
it
you're
up.
dancing
Hold
when you
on.
do it.
I said, "Well, that's why I'm charging you money because if I scratch it up, you're gonna want me to paint your whole car." And he looked at me, and the fucking light bulb went off. He's like, "Nah, man, this is really bad." I'm like, bro, just go on, bro. Like, you don't want to spend $125 to
Yeah,
G-badge your
but
car.
So, but I post them for 9 because I'm expecting to get offered 7 or 8.
Yeah,
That's okay. Like with my truck, I post it for 4.
and that's a fucking deal.
That's what I'm saying.
If somebody can get them for 7 or 8, that's a,
setup
Yeah,
is
like
two,
all I'm
2
trying to
months old.
do, and all, or honestly, at this point, if you've got a cool ass car that you would like to trade that you think is worth $10K, bring it to me, and I will hand you my wheels.
A daily.
hell yeah.
Like I'm about to move further from work, further from here. I need a car to drive. I
Yeah.
want to drive my truck every day.
Something better on gas
Bring me a
mileage for
cool
him,
ass
please.
car. Yeah, it ain't even gonna be anything super. I'll do. The
I got a
stuff
little
to it.
Honda Prelude, or what is it? Civic.
So
The red one.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I'll trade it to you.
Yeah, I'm good. That's. I'm
Hey,
good.
I'll give you the car and $500.
It's alright. I'm gonna have to pass on
just
that.
think about it. It's like that guy on TikTok. You just saved yourself
150
$150
bucks.
Yeah, I got no idea. What you're
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
clearly.
get on TikTok like that.
Yeah, I'll be on TikTok before I go to bed, bro.
Also, if anyone's never checked out, you need to go check out Colton's TikToks. There's just one in particular that I always picture every time I see him.
Oh.
It's the one of him getting stepladder to get into his truck.
Dude, that video should have blown up way bigger than it did.
It is so
funny, and nobody appreciated it. I literally walk up a ladder, get into my truck, and take the entire ladder into the truck with me, and nobody thought it was
You know
funny.
the worst part though is I had a customer that had the step stool on a straight. So that
I've seen that, or the crate, the wooden crates.
It's a
I've
Jeep
seen-
Gladiator, and they have it's a gray one around here.
Yeah.
And his wife is short, and so he has one, and he'll pull it out and give it to her, and then she pulls it up with the string.
The one on 40s.
No, dude, we had 37s when so it's got a 6-inch lift. He bought it with 37s. We took the 37s off to put on 35s because he wanted to go too small,
Mhm.
and he still.
I'm trying to remember which one this is. It's not Kevin's, is it?
No.
Okay, I was about to say, I saw Kevin.
Kevin's got some badass vehicles.
Dude, the LS swapped XJ. Or
XJ.
is it XJ? I don't know if the
It's
Jeep
just,
turns.
It's just a Wrangler. XJ
Oh,
is
okay.
an
Well,
older
whatever it is, that thing is insane.
Your XJ is like what Chris had. Like
Oh, the boxy looking one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know Jeep, so I'm not even gonna pretend.
It's not a Wrangler. It's a
Oh,
Cherokee.
well, whatever it is, that thing is so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, he barely taps the
He
gas
came
the whole
to
thing.
the
Just-
Classic City Showdown, the first one here.
Oh, okay.
Remember the guy? Was it a Hellcat or Scat Pack?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
On
yeah,
the drag pack.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, that was a Hellcat.
He's also got
Was it
a
Hellcat?
I
Yeah,
think
it
he's
was
got
a
a track
Hellcat.
hawk too.
Yeah, he's got a new.
That
so-
blue one.
So he's got a track hawk now, a blue one with bronze wheels, pretty cool.
Mhm.
He's got that gray Nardo gray with lime green KMCs.
Oh, okay.
Super dope.
On the
truck.
Gladiator?
He just restored a Wagoneer.
Nice.
That Wagoneer
Wow.
is bad to the bone.
Wagoneer.
K Davis.
That new
Garage
one looks
on
pretty
Instagram,
fire, too.
I think.
Yeah.
The Wagoneer Jeep,
The new ones?
the new
Yeah.
ones that look pretty cool.
Yeah, they should
But
for.
no, this one's got
I think my
price
niece,
tag.
I think
Yeah,
my
they're like
niece, my niece in
120.
Texas bought one. I
Yeah,
think.
the
Yeah.
price tag
It's
is
got
like
the wood
120
grain,
on those.
like OG, like
Yeah.
wood
Hell
grain
yeah.
down the side. Everything.
Nice.
Yeah, that
Hell
was
yeah.
cool.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, but I don't know. I always price my stuff out because I know what I'm expecting. To
Right.
Your worth, son.
Yeah.
And Facebook, people on Facebook will beat
Dude,
you
local-
down.
I've been showing y'all all the stuff I've been getting. It's ridiculous.
Oh, we've been trying to sell Monte Carlo for like 5 months now.
Nah, I don't. It's not gonna split too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, with my 4Runner, I knew that it had issues, but I had all the issues listed on it and everything. I had people who were telling me like $1,500, $1,200.
Yeah.
Like, if the market wasn't ridiculous how it is now, that would be a no-brainer.
Yeah.
But you can't go anywhere and buy
You get a
anything.
running car for under $3,000.
No. I mean, you can't.
No,
Under
you can't.
3, no,
No.
not anymore.
No.
I remember when there were $500 cars.
You can't.
I miss those days.
You can get a
I wasn't even
$500
around
car.
for those days, but I miss them.
You can get a $500 car right now with no engine, no tranny, no doors,
Yep.
or no interior.
Some of them are 1,000 now.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
actually,
crazy.
I guess my truck was technically $500.
I wish.
Well, my dad tried to trade it in. They offered him $500. He said it was
Gotcha.
going to be a better $500 spend giving me a first vehicle than getting $500
That
from
reminds
a
me of my
dealership.
Dodge. Remember, I took it up to the Chevy dealership and I go, I'll give you 7. 2 days later, I sold it for 17,000.
If I brought my truck up to a dealership, they would laugh at me. They'd be like,
They'd be like, dude,
no.
we'll pay you to get out of it.
Exactly. They'd
And
be
burn
like,
it.
They'd be like,
Leave it.
So back to your truck. So is it 25 years when they become a
25 years is whenever it is considered a classic.
Yep.
class?
So I can actually get a classic tag for it.
Which also, I'm pretty sure, means you don't technically. Well, no, that may be different because you drive it every day. I was going to say the insurance policy on it changes too.
It does, but
Because
I
I
mean,
think you don't have to have. What is it? It's some way cheaper insurance because they assume you're not driving it because it's a classic.
yeah.
So-
But I mean, my truck's
Insurance fraud?
298,000 miles and still kicking. So
Dude, Toyota, man, you can't kill them. I was telling a customer that earlier
I've
today.
got 230. So
I love them.
117. And
For
apparently
sale.
That's still
For
considered-
sale.
Well, apparently that's still high miles. Some of these guys are like 117K, and I'm like,
on a 14 though. Something.
117K. Look at these other 2014s with 280, 270, 230. Like,
Listen,
dude,
I mean, that's the thing. Because I mean, my truck has almost 300,000 miles. That's a lot of miles to y'all. But whenever I go
to
into
Toyota.
whenever I go into the Tundra like Facebook forums, there have been like 7 of them that have gone over 1 million miles. Original transmission,
Yeah.
original motor.
Yeah,
There's
I was-
one right now that's sitting at 837,000 miles, and he still daily drives it.
Yeah, I was talking to a guy.
That is crazy.
I was talking to a guy at school
It's insane.
who has a Corolla, an old Corolla, like 90
90s.
something.
Yep.
And only thing he had to do was put a trans in it. It's at 937.
They just there's something about the older, not like old. I mean old stuff's golden. 22Rs, amazing. 22REs, not as much, still good. But like,
Dude, old
It's-
Toyotas, if you take care of them, you cannot kill them.
and even if you don't really take care of them, I went
Yeah,
12,000
honestly, I
miles
don't
without
do
an
that,
oil
but-
change.
Jesus.
Yeah, I did do that. I went 12,000 miles without an oil change. I texted him like 5 times, never did it. Oh yeah, by the way, if y'all need any mobile mechanic
12,000
work,
miles without an oil change? Who do we know that does that?
What happened?
this guy here.
Not me. My oil changes are all on time.
What happened?
Well, no, I'm just saying, like,
Didn't your dad go through like 10,000 miles between his on a Sierra at one point? I swear you went like a
No,
long
the
time
only one
without
with that
changing.
long was like the Kia Forte, and that's why the bearing sprung in the bottom.
Mm.
She was not driving that car.
You
Lizbeth
can't-
was driving that
you-
car.
No, dude.
Lizbeth was driving that.
Oh, the silver one?
Yeah, the Kia
Ah.
Forte that Erica sold.
Yep, yep.
They
R.I.P.
went like 12,000 miles on an oil change, ran it low on oil, and just flung the bearings in the bottom of that motor.
Hey, if the DoorDash shows up, grab it.
well, see, that's the crazy thing about my truck is it just, I drained the oil, never had to add any oil on it. It valve cover gaskets leak, 4.7 thing.
It's a pretty simple fix, but if you want to fix that.
You just either change them out or you just tighten the 10mm bolt up a little bit. It does just the same thing until it actually splits the gasket, which it has not done. I've gandered. I actually have the valve cover gasket.
You gandered.
I gandered. Took a peek.
Dude, just change the gasket. It's maybe an
I was about to say, it's really not that hard.
Like,
But
Yeah.
I have watched you do some very questionable things. So why not just Just
Do it.
take an hour out. I mean, you literally spent 7 hours cleaning your truck yesterday just for it to rain. So
Yeah, I know.
what is it gonna hurt?
You're
do
gonna
an
go
hour?
outside and laugh because it's filthy already.
I can't laugh at you. I'm in my work van.
He's got a dually work fan. He can't see.
Yeah, 350 HD, baby.
What
That thing has
motor-
not been
what motor's
washed.
in that thing?
3.5 liter with the turbo.
That's just so crazy.
Single turn?
Dude, and I will not lie to you.
It's
That
the moves,
it
doesn't
weighs double what it weighs, bone stock with nothing, and it's fully loaded down with tools, and that thing hauls for what it is.
It makes no sense, bro.
It's weird.
The turbos.
Those 3.5s are good engines. I don't know what.
It's just turbo bearing. It's just turbo bearing problems.
That's-
They have
yeah,
turbo
well-
problems and they have oil feed line problems. Those are the only.
Yeah, well,
those are-
that is true.
Well, when you're a Ford mobile technician, you can fix it on the side.
There
of
ain't
the
no
road.
problem. That's not true. That is not true. I
Then what the
cannot
fuck
fix.
what is your point then? If you can't fix it on the side of the road?
I can fix like flats, oil.
No, you
Well,
don't.
some oil leaks. It really depends. But I mean, you gotta let's be realistic.
have an oil leak
I can't
hole
pull
in
an
the-
engine in somebody's driveway.
hole in the oil pan.
I mean, you.
I could.
Could.
Yes. Will they let me? No.
Is it going to be pretty? Probably not.
No. I'd have to have a tarp the entirety of somebody's driveway,
Yeah.
just on the off chance. There is no off chance when you're pulling an engine.
Trans fluid's
fluid
going
goes
everywhere. Oil's going everywhere. Brake fluid's going everywhere. Coolant. It's all just going
Yeah,
everywhere.
just yep. Which fun fact? Do y'all know the name of the what you turn to like let the coolant out? I don't know how to describe it without giving you
The
the
what?
name. So when you're doing a coolant flush,
Mhm.
the little
The valve.
not,
Is there-
yeah, I guess you'd say the valve.
Vacuum?
Do
It's
you know
a
what the
bypass.
name is of the valve in the like in the very bottom of the radiator to get
Yeah.
all the fluid out? Do you know what the name of that is?
It has an actual name.
Yes, it does, and it's not what you would think it would be.
I have
What is it, buddy?
no idea.
Let's see if Ivy knows. Do you know what the name of the valve on the bottom of the radiator is to get the coolant out?
The drain plug?
Yeah, but do you know what its actual name is?
No, it's just a drain plug for the radiator.
Yeah, but it has a name.
It has
No,
an
I
actual
don't know.
name, apparently.
Y'all ready? Petcock. That is what that is
A
called.
petcock.
A petcock, swear.
It's like knowing what the freaking end of the shoelace is called.
Yeah, it's pointless.
What is that? What is the end of the shoelace called?
Anglet?
Anglet.
Oh.
Anglet?
Anglet.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
Yeah, me neither.
I mean the.
So what was the point of
stuff
that?
that's-
For a whole song.
Talk about
That's the
something.
only
Oh.
reason I know what that
The
is.
stuff on the side of your shoes, those are eyelets. Those eyelets and
Nice. I'm learning stuff today.
Yeah, I'm just waiting
About
for DoorDash to
shoes.
show up.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. She's approaching. I'm
Ding, fries are
going to
done.
go grab the food. I'll be
Alright.
back.
I'm moving the microwave. I'm about to start munching. Don't judge. ASMR time.
Suck down those wings.
Jeez.
So, you know, we need to try to think about Classic City, Ramon.
Kansas City Showdown.
We need to try to come up with a plan.
I loved it this year.
Yeah, it was
Last year I had an
good.
absolute blast.
Yeah.
Because my truck was bone stock last year, so
Yeah.
I wasn't around. So being able to come around everybody here over the past
It's not
year
that
has
we
been.
didn't want you around.
Well, no, it's not that. But like I didn't even meet you until like 8 months ago.
Yeah, that is also true.
Gotcha.
The first time I ever really hung out with Colton was whenever I was at the beach with him. Like,
Oh, y'all were together at the beach?
That's gotta be awkward.
I mean, it wasn't the first
It
time.
wasn't weird.
We had hung out a couple
No, but
times.
Me knowing Colton and beach.
If only you knew how I got woken up.
No,
I
no.
hadn't even been there 5 minutes. I mean, it
Okay.
had just gotten out
Okay.
of the truck.
I am me, Johnny, Jalen, everybody's respective female, has been at the house. We had already gone to the grocery store, gotten all of the necessities, which was nothing but alcohol. There was no food, no food, no
just
food,
alcohol.
just straight alcohol. We get back to the house and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm on the couch. It's okay. It's fine. Sleeping on the couch. Colton comes in at probably
Oh, dude, it was like almost midnight.
it was almost midnight. He comes in the most southern way I mean it, hooting and hollering, just running his mouth.
No shame.
Wakes up everybody. So I think Johnny did it on purpose. I'm gonna be honest, because he knocked you out pretty quick. After
Oh, dude, from the time of me showing up to the time of me leaving or going to bed and somehow getting plastered within that few minutes was all probably in about an hour.
there was I think 3 shots that were taken within 5 minutes.
You talking about 3 beers in?
Oh no, these were straight up
I don't know
shots.
what happened, but
And
Who else got food?
these were dense shots. These were not no one sippers. These were some
You need
big.
a Ramon shot.
I
no,
never
you
Ramon
do
shot.
not. No,
I
you
had
do
one
not. I am
after
sorry,
Classic
but
City
that is
Showdown.
That
I
is
don't think you
that
have
is
a
no.
That
So
classic-
you didn't get Spence any food?
Oh shit! I thought you.
That's fucked up.
Mom, I throwed up.
I got all of these fries.
Here.
That was
Here's Spence.
Come snack, Spence.
Mom, I throwed up.
Here's Spence.
snack.
Get you some fries, bro.
He's gonna repost
That's my
it.
bad, Spencer.
He's gonna repost
Fucking Colton. Here, just take the whole thing.
It happens.
it. Damn, his Camaro got repoed, now his fries got repoed.
Damn, bro.
Game over.
I mean, technically.
So anyway, so he comes in there and wakes everybody up.
Oh, he woke everybody up.
Oh yeah, I was being loud.
Oh, I mean, there was no. I mean, I'm the couch, the front door. He comes walking in. All I hear is, "Sup, bitches?" And I'm like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "I just fell asleep." He comes
That is
in.
like the worst. Right when you fall asleep
Yep.
with something like super obnoxious or loud, just wakes you
That
up.
was me. I was
That was
super
cool.
obnoxious and loud.
You're always super obnoxious
This
He
is true.
just, he just came in on his
and
bullshit.
loud.
You gotta do what you gotta do, you know.
No, but seriously, you should have a remote shot.
I
So
don't think you
It
should.
developed while we were in Daytona. Okay, I'm not a big
Never
drinker.
again.
And so we were taking shots at Daytona Truck Meet.
As you do.
As when it was actually Daytona Truck Meet.
Yep.
So they, the red Solo Cup, it's got that line at the bottom of it, and that's where your shot indicator is.
Yeah.
To me, that was like sissy shit. It was a bucket, and I grabbed a
Rookie
bottle of
numbers?
Tito's and I poured the whole red Solo Cup.
Ramon's whole thing is go big or go home.
Yeah. So
So
I did three. I did three of those. Like,
who shoved that?
Wesley, make sure you crunch real loud and make it ASMR again. Yeah.
so yeah, I took three of
Speaking
those.
of, where is he?
Full red Solo shots.
Home.
We call those Ramon shots now. And then I just ended up setting F it and took the whole bottle with me.
That would be the next step. After
Yeah.
you filled a red Solo Cup, that would indeed be the next step.
But yeah, that was my Daytona trip. It was fun.
So what happened with the whole Daytona stuff?
They moved.
So it was Daytona Truck Meet for a while, and then actually Daytona Beach, Florida, which was a great meet because you could drive on the beach, fun show. Vendors came out, KG1, JTX, American Force, all your wheel companies, Mighty Forge. Great show. Like, it was a great show. They had a bikini contest. I actually didn't see that part, but I heard a lot of people say that was actually a pretty good part of it.
It was.
And
We should have one. I'm just kidding.
but
Sign me
overall,
up.
they had it very well organized, no issues, no fights, nothing like that. So it was, I think they had a burnout comp too.
I'm
So that
wearing
was
my
always
food.
cool to see. It was on the Daytona Speedway, in the
Oh, in the Speedway?
So it was super cool experience driving through the tunnel. Walking through the tunnel. With
Yeah,
friends,
yeah.
Going through that, so it was a cool thing. Driving on the beach, shutting down the strip, riding, cruising. Great experience.
Yeah.
The problem was the strip, though.
The problem was the strip. It
Just
was
people were acting
so
crazy?
Overpopulated. People sitting there doing burnouts, loud music.
See, that's the problem with
The
Panama City.
locals just did not like it.
Right.
Even though it was probably a big income for them.
Oh, I'm sure it was,
It
yeah.
made the year probably.
Mhm.
Cheap week down there. And so it ended up getting where they are not allowed to have it in Daytona anymore.
Yep.
So it got moved to Orlando, Miami.
Miami. dude.
Miami. And so now it's no longer Daytona Truck Meet, it's Florida Truck Meet.
Hmm.
But apparently they're moving it back up, though.
Yeah, I think it's in Orlando this year.
A little bit
Or
closer.
Tampa, somewhere in there.
Still not quite close enough.
But in Miami, this past year, and the speedway that they were at, I forget the name of
Boy,
it,
flooded.
it flooded. So I think that ruined it for a lot of people.
Got you.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks when it rains at a show anyways.
Right.
But that flooded.
Whew.
Well, dude, they had
I'll be
SEMA
stressing some days when we're
They had
doing
SEMA
it.
builds with water halfway up the frames, and these trucks are, on 15, 20-inch lifts.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a lot of water.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
So they moved it this year.
Y'all went to another one, Myrtle Beach? Did y'all go
I
to
never
Myrtle
went to
Beach?
Myrtle.
I went to
No.
Orange Beach.
Is that where you went?
Yeah, he went to Orange Beach.
That one was fun.
That one's a pretty good one from what I've heard.
A lot of people love OBI.
OBI is a good time at the wharf.
So,
Then y'all went to one in Gatlinburg? Was this the
yeah, I went to Rod Run.
Rod
I
Run?
went to Fun Day.
Rod
Is
Run's
it?
also a lot.
Is it?
But Rod
I've
Run-
never been up there, so I don't even know what it looks
So
like.
Rod Run is actually for old people.
Right.
Rat rods.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
not even technical.
Just any old hot rod, yeah.
I mean, everywhere you look. It's
Camaros, yeah, 55 Bel Airs.
That's like your shit down there.
Yeah.
But it's cool seeing the K5 Blazers on 38,
Yeah.
15,
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, like the old school stuff. Right.
TSL, Bogger.
Like that Ford we did.
Yeah.
That blue Ford, that'd look good.
There was a 64 Chevy.
Mm.
Those only came in But they do slam enough up there in Gatlinburg, which is probably a pretty dope show that I actually want to make it out to next time.
When does that happen? Do you know?
I don't know the exact time frame of that one for this year, but it's just basically a bunch of literally slammed cars.
When does Rat Ron happen?
It's Rod Run. and
Rod
they
Run.
race twice. There's a spring and a fall.
Oh, okay, cool.
And then
spring
after
one?
that, they have, I think, Truck Fest 2.
Yeah, the spring one is, I think, on my birthday. I think it's April 19th.
Yeah, it's April.
I knew it was in April sometime.
I
Yeah,
think it's-
They have-
I think it's
the
on
other
the
one's in September, I think.
gotcha.
Ooh, what about ATI?
ATI?
going
That's
back to
one
that
here in Atlanta. I don't know. We're talking about it. It's Atlanta Truck Invasion. It's out here in Atlanta, Georgia, at the Atlanta Speedway. It's a pretty good event. It's going on. We went to the last 2 or 3. This is the third one. So we didn't make the first one, so we made the last one. But it's definitely a big meet or a big show. Nice put on. It's pretty cool. It's a lot of the Hispanic culture in that one. So it's
Team
cool
Elegant.
to see that.
A lot of Team Billy goes to that too,
Yeah,
don't
it's a
they?
lot of
Yeah,
people.
so-
Well, I think they're kind of somewhat partnered in there.
Team Billet, I think, is a partner into that. But it's a good show, especially here in Georgia.
Yeah, I enjoyed it when we went last time. It was fun.
I think it's hot.
It was really hot.
Oh my! I had
It
a
was like
heat
the middle.
stroke
It was in
Nashville.
June, man. That shit was crazy.
No, it's always in May.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
I don't know. It was
But
fucking
that
hot.
Day, it was hot. The asphalt was hot. The cars were hot. So, man.
And then they ran out of beer.
That was whenever.
Well, that's no fun.
That was whenever Johnny sent us pictures. He sent me a picture. Johnny looked like Larry the Lobster.
Oh,
He was
if you weren't
fried.
wearing sunscreen, you were burnt.
Johnny
I
was
wore a
toasted.
baseball jersey that day, and it's got little holes in it. Yeah, it was like playing connected dots on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to when I went to Music City, which is in Nashville. They have a huge truck shop there too.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And I went. It was really cool the year I went. The only downside was that I actually had a heat stroke standing in line for the 2 food trucks they had, which was the biggest downside for me. They had 2 food trucks, but like thousands of people. So the lines, we were in line for like 2 hours.
Yeah, fuck
I had
that.
just woken up and we had been drinking the night before, and I had nothing to eat. So I'm standing there, and the next thing I know, I start seeing little sparkles, and everything starts getting real dark.
And
Then I wake up, and I'm sitting in Chandler Burns' truck, AC full blast. And yeah, dude, I sat there for the entirety of the rest of the day.
Yeah. Some of these shows get pretty
Definitely
hectic,
gotta
especially
stay
when it's
hydrated.
hot. Yeah.
But the problem you have there is a lot of shows don't allow you to bring in your own cooler.
Yeah.
So you gotta definitely stay hydrated before you go.
Right.
And then make sure you have a way to get water. and
Yeah.
stuff, 'cause-
Preparing for the weather shows because you never know until the day of. But
That's
once you
true.
get there, you need to make sure you plan just a little bit for it.
Yeah. But I mean, shows are great, man. Like it just
Oh,
everybody gets to share their truck. Everybody gets to share their builds and any ideas they have. I enjoy it, man. When we do the little meets here, probably the best time that we have when we just put little meets here and seeing everybody coming out. And I think we talked about last time they did a little meet at Home Depot, man. It lasted like 10 minutes. Cops came, shut it
Because I
down.
was there. 'Cause
Were
I,
you?
I drove past you and I was like, Pops, and you were like, you gave
Oh,
me a little
oh, okay.
Because I was sitting there watching you circle the entire
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
I went
And
to the
it-
one they had last weekend.
It was, because I was supposed to go with you, but I ended up being out.
Drove through, saying hey to some buddies of mine, and about the time I was about to get ready to park, some FRS pulls over to the other side of the parking lot and just proceeds to just drift the entire parking lot and put my truck in drive
And kept going.
and left.
Yeah.
I was like, but the fun part was nobody knew who the guy was. He was just kind of parked in the corner, and then I guess some more people started to show up. He's like, oh yeah, let me show off real quick.
Right.
Edge front for everybody.
Really-
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I left, so I don't know if the cops ended up showing up
More
or
than
not.
likely did.
It didn't look like.
Where
any
was it at?
It's called Athens Park and Ride. It's over off Science Drive.
On
I think is
Lexington
what it
Road?
is. Yeah.
On Lexington Road, yeah.
PGA owns that.
Yeah, I didn't know they could do that there.
Well, see, that's the
Well,
thing. I
Rico
don't
said-
think they
Rico,
could.
Rico said they were going to do a meet there one night.
Oh, really?
I never heard anything about it else.
Because if you look up the address, it literally pops up Athens Clarke County Government something.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's what everybody was talking about. Everybody was like, did any of y'all pay any attention to the fact that they're having a meet and it's on government property? Because like y'all were talking about last show. There's
part
not.
of me is asking for permission on the spot.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is not one of those things where you need to ask for forgiveness. There's
You
no
know you gotta ask for permission.
You need to ask permission, especially
Yeah.
whenever it comes to hosting at a government facility. There's going to be problems.
It may have worked out this time, that does not mean it's going to the next.
Exactly. They
Yeah.
might have let it slip because they didn't expect y'all to be at home base. But I promise y'all, if y'all show up again, there will more
Attack
than
from the
likely
inside.
there will be a problem.
Behind the enemy lines.
I mean, because talking about like doing it at home base, because they've done it. Like for people that don't know, the Athens Clark County Department is in the mall, and they've done meets at the mall.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, it's just the point of somebody just acting reckless. I mean, you know, you act reckless and it just ruins it, and then that's it. They shut down. They don't want nobody to get hurt. You know, as me as an older guy and stuff like that, I can see that. I don't want my kid out there, 18, 19 years old, sitting by his truck and some dude comes drifting in and just squishes him behind.
Oh,
Which
you
it
know.
happens.
Yeah. And see, that's one of those things where everybody's like, it's not going to happen to me, but he would be the most likely person for it to happen to, just
Right.
because.
Especially me. You can't see me under a hood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what, you know, when we do them here, you know, I always try to tell people, and we on social media, we put it out there, hey, just don't act crazy,
Respect
don't
the spot
yes.
you are in, especially.
Man.
The shit for when you get past the driveway.
Yeah, once you get down 78, you can do what you want to.
Free
But you know what? You won't do it there because you're scared. But you know, it's fun, man. I enjoy it. Like I said, it's probably some of the best fun I had about doing this business is being able to build that. You know, when we first did it, I did it. Let's see, last year season opener for Georgia. I think it was in September. I think we had maybe 3 trucks show up.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, everybody was coming in, seeing nobody was here, and they would leave. You know, and now when we do them, hell, that it fills up. You know, we get 100 trucks or so within a matter of 30 minutes.
Yep.
It was fun. You know, we had we have the cops called out here a few times. You know, and you know, we talked to them. They're pretty good, legit. They're pretty good. As long as you know, you got to have somebody wherever that's kind of in charge, or not really in charge, but just the one that's kind of organizing everything. Yeah.
Have a speaker and have all your credentials in one space.
Yeah.
So like
And easy to access.
I don't know if some people know it happens. So if you're going to do an event, you got to have one permission on property.
Yeah.
That's the biggest key to have to get go. You actually have to tell the cops like, hey, I'm going to do an event. And
Just a
there's
heads
gonna-
up. Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there's going to be at least 50 people, and there may or may not be loud music. You have to inform them.
Yeah.
So when they get calls, they're like, well, you know, they have an event permit.
Yeah, and that alone, right there, will save you. So you know, at least give you a couple hours of a good meet. You know, if the cops come out like that time they came out. We didn't have the event permit that night because we did it.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
we did it
Yeah.
kind
Big
of.
voice ordinance time.
Yeah,
We're all over the
yeah, and you know the
I
cops
never did.
came. The cops
Might
came.
not have been egging it on. Sorry.
The cops came. They told us to turn it down.
Yep.
And then they left, and then
then
they came back.
Yeah, and
you
then
know,
everybody pretty much just kind of started creeping.
but it was almost over because we were
Yeah,
supposed to
that's what I
finish
said,
it at
yeah,
9.
we
We
went
had
till
been
8, and it was
It was like
or
7. It
or
was
we
in
going
the
at 9.
ordinance.
And the cop really pissed me off that night because he was like, he told the other cop, hey, light them up as soon as they leave. And I'm like, bro, instead of you blocking the road to make sure all these kids can get out into the road safely, you're telling your man to go light them up as soon as they get in the pavement. I was like, bro, that's stupid. I said, everybody's leaving. I said, give me 30 minutes and everybody will leave. And then he kept on like, no, you get them for whatever you can tint. And that's when I told around. I told you, I said, y'all put all your windows down when y'all leave so they don't fucking fuck with y'all.
That was the first night that I actually rode out with y'all.
Yeah.
Because that was whenever I had first started doing some stuff.
And after talking to the cop for like 30 minutes, he's like, just block the road and let him out. And I was like, that's all you had to do, man. Just get everybody out of here safely and it'll be over with.
Yeah.
You know, he threatened me to take me to jail.
older
He
guy too, wasn't
he threatened me to take me to jail, and I was gonna get fined for this, and I was gonna get fined for that. I was like, fine, just go ahead. He said, let me get your ID. I said, you didn't get my ID. Well, if you don't give me the ID, you're going to jail. I said, let's go. Let's go. If you're gonna I said, we're raising money for this kid.
You were standing there literally.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because-
because
Yeah.
I was standing over here. I was standing next to the guy who the cops got called for originally.
Yeah.
Was because of the loud music.
Right.
Yeah,
So
they
I
came
was.
on private property and got his license with
And that's when I
They
told him.
got several people's license because there was.
Yep.
I'm not gonna say names, but there was the red vehicle.
Yeah.
We all know who that was.
Yeah.
Red Dodge.
Yes.
Yes.
Good guy. Love him.
Yeah.
But then there was that Suburban that was here.
Oh, that thing was hitting.
That had
That
the,
thing was cool.
That
Yeah.
had the 815s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he got annoyed with it after about 30 minutes because Colton was like, "That thing's giving me a damn headache."
Dude, he was.
He was parked 2 rows over.
I
Yeah.
was never even walking near.
Yeah,
him.
but I
was
told the
sitting there,
cop, I said, you ain't even supposed to be on the property.
Yep.
So I walked him all the way to the other side of the little
And he
tape
was
we
sitting
had
there
over there.
arguing with you across
Yeah,
the table.
yeah, and that's what I told him, man. Come on, and he gave everybody his license back, and
Yeah.
he he calmed down. But
And then,
you,
like, the worst part about it is, so like the noise ordinance here.
Yeah.
It's 350 feet from your property line,
yeah,
and he said that he heard it past our property line, but for them, they don't have to prove it.
He's-
Yeah.
oh,
They
he
just
said-
say, "Oh, I heard it."
He
Power
said,
word.
he said that
Mhm.
it was some lady who complained about it from hearing it from her front doorstep at her house.
On
Yeah.
Jimmy Daniels.
On Jimmy Daniels Road.
I remember because I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, there is a way it makes sense.
Yeah.
But I was like,
Not from here past Sam's Clubs. It makes no sense.
No, yeah,
That's
that's just
over.
not.
that is,
Yeah.
that is.
If you can do that, that's very expensive.
Well,
That
I
is
think the Suburban
fine.
could have done it because it was fucking.
But
hitting.
it was mostly your lows though.
Yeah.
He wasn't hitting very like.
No.
the
No,
big
not high.
See,
Yeah.
because
So-
he had built doors, but it was subs.
Yeah.
What did it was red truck. Had the back doors open,
Stunt
which
wall.
which he built.
Yeah.
And then he had a stunt wall, and he is like the audio guy.
Yeah.
Whenever I think about audio, if I have an audio question, he's
Yeah.
one of the people that I ask because he's very meticulous with all the stuff that he knows
Yeah.
and the stuff that he does.
Yeah.
But his shit's not quiet
Right.
at all. I mean,
Yeah,
it's-
and nothing wrong with that, man. We were out here having a
absolutely
good
not.
time, you know.
I mean-
and I didn't get mad because they were doing their thing. I got mad because the cop, instead of letting everybody leave properly, he wanted to give everybody tickets.
Yep.
And I'm like, what's the point of this, man? Like, what's the point? You know?
For a fundraiser.
Yeah, for a fundraiser. I said, we're raising money for a kid that got shot. And that's when he kind of started to slow down a little bit and got off his high horse. But,
That,
you
I
know,
mean, it's better to have everybody one place,
Yeah.
supervise, versus them going around doing takeovers,
Mhm.
doing that.
And it happened because I forgot to call Danny, which is a good friend of ours that works for the police department up here, and he's always tells me, hey, if you're gonna do this, let me work it, and I can talk to my sergeant, and we can get it to where it's kind of, you know, and if he sees something happening, he doesn't tell the people or nothing. He comes to me, he's like, hey, the guy over there in so and so's truck, you need to tell him to turn it down. I said, all right, I'm gonna go over there and tell him. But if he does it again, you just tell him to leave.
Yep.
Because we don't want to
Yeah.
put up with it.
Well, see, that just goes to show though that even your organized stuff still
Yeah.
has issues.
Oh yeah.
You know, so like,
Yeah, nothing.
there's nothing wrong with throwing these little like, hey, let's get together at home.
Yeah.
Stuff like, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
But you've got to check all the boxes.
Yeah, you have
because
to.
even the people that do go through all that and check all the boxes still have issues.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's just like one of those things. You just have got to make sure that one, you're keeping an eye on all the people you got out there. That is the most important.
You have to learn how to control the crowd.
Every group is gonna have that one guy that just thinks it's the coolest thing to act up, and that's the person you got to snip in the butt real quick. Which
Soon as
y'all
they
shows
do.
y'all are pretty quick about catching.
We
on
tried
this.
to, man. We
But
tried
granted,
to.
Y'all have also got like 6 undercover people that are walking around keeping an eye on too.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that was
It's just to keep it safe
the
and
dude
keep
who
it
started
going,
slinging
man.
donuts at
A Class City, yeah, that's some drunk ass man. Like,
but for like the younger crowd that's trying to do it, a good way to get permission or find out is just to go into the business.
Yep.
yeah,
So
Ask for a
when we
manager.
were in high school, I did meet at a local Mexican restaurant out in Whitehurst.
yeah,
The way I did that is I went there and I spoke to the general manager and I was like, look, I can bring 20 plus vehicles to the spot, to your restaurant,
Bring you business.
Bring you business,
Which it did.
and it did.
They sold a lot of
It helped
margaritas that
them
night.
stay open a lot longer than they
Yeah.
had thought.
but that's a good point though. So for all the youngers out there, whenever somebody charges $5 just to park or something, just pay the $5, man. It supports what you're trying to do. The person's normally not even trying to make money. They're just trying to make sure that they got the stuff to cover to clean up after everybody leaves. You know, the trash. If you had to pay rent for the property, stuff like that. Ain't nothing like bad about it. When we did the toy drive, everybody was coming in. Everybody had to bring a toy, right? So 2 kids come in. They didn't bring anything. Buddy, I can't remember his name. The guy that does the mobile stuff.
His name's Sean.
Okay, he comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, they didn't pay." It's all right, man. I'll go over there and talk to them. So I went over there and I told the kids. I was like, "Hey, we're doing a little toy drive. If you don't have a toy, just give them $10. Whatever." He's like, "Oh, we'll go get a toy." They went to the dollar store and bought $2 cars, like 2 little dollar.
little Hot Wheels.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, I went up there and I told him, I said, man, look, I said, since I didn't specify that it had to be a $5 toy, I'm gonna let it slide. I said, but this is the reason why nobody wants you at the meet.
Keep in mind, it's all on the flyer too.
Yeah.
It was all on the flyer, all the information.
Well, it was
Either you
plastic.
bring a toy or you bring $10.
Yeah.
And it was simple.
And see,
We ended up raising about $600, $700, I believe.
Something like that. And
Yeah.
A bunch of toys too.
A bunch of
A
toys.
bunch of toys.
I think that I brought like $30 or $40
Yeah.
worth of stuff.
Yeah. It was great, and it's
got
it's
$50
for a
bill.
good cause, you
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
It goes to a good cause. It's just to raise, a little.
I don't remember which one we did, but we did a meet before 4th of July. And we
Yeah.
asked for like $5 or $10.
Oh yeah,
And we took all that money that we raised that day
yeah,
and put it for fireworks for 4th of July, but
Yeah.
we also matched what we raised.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why, we do stuff like that. Or, we'll do one before Thanksgiving, and that'll help buy food to give out on Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Stuff like that.
yeah.
Or we do a trunk or treat, helps buy candy for people that don't
Mhm.
stuff like that.
yeah.
So there's a lot more. It's not someone trying to make a living or killing off you.
No.
For this.
No.
It's not just that y'all aren't like y'all said, y'all aren't trying to make money off of it.
No.
Y'all organized everything. Y'all took the time out of y'all's day. Y'all organized the meetup. Y'all are staying after hours.
Yeah.
Y'all are missing time with y'all's families and
Right.
stuff like that. Not necessarily missing time with family, but like you're not going home at your all's normal time to be able to throw a meet or a show for people who, at the end of the day, most of us are just trying to do what we enjoy. Because if we try to go do other little stuff like the stuff that's been happening at Home Depot and stuff
Yeah.
around here, we get shooed out, cops get
Yeah.
called and stuff like
They get
that.
sold.
Yeah.
It's always because of just one person doing wrong
Yeah.
or somebody just messing around, just not
Yeah,
being
but
serious.
also what I noticed is the guy that organizes. I don't know about this one, but I noticed sometimes the guy that organizes the whole little meet lets it get to his head, and he wants to boss people around while he's there.
Yep.
Like that's dumb.
See that whenever I went to the Home Depot meet, because I got there early and there was not a lot of people there.
Yeah.
Whenever I pulled in, there was probably 10, 15 trucks, and there was that guy. I don't even know who he is, but he was standing there,
Yeah.
and he looks at my truck and he goes, "Nah, you're good."
Yeah.
I'm like, who are you letting into it? I'm like, this is a public parking lot. So I looked at him and I was like, dude, this is a public parking lot.
Yeah.
You can't have a parking lot meet and then decide who comes
Exactly.
and who doesn't. That's not how that works.
It was me and my buddy. We parked, and then I seen Hunter pull in 5-star, so I pulled over with him, sitting over there, and I had people who were coming over telling me to play my sub, and
Yeah.
I don't like doing that just because it brings It brings
Right.
unnecessary attention, and it could bring attention from the police station and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So I try to avoid it at all
Right.
costs. But I did it for probably, I don't know, I probably played 30 seconds worth of
Right.
the song, and then just kind of nipped it there,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
because it's.
Yeah, you're trying to have a good time. You're
Yeah,
trying to
it's- but
enjoy
it's-
it.
Have you
but it's-
heard his sub, by the way?
No, I haven't.
You'll have to hear it when we finish.
All
'Cause
right.
It is. that thing.
So talking about that, what do you got in your audio build over there, buddy?
Well, it's about to get redone again, but
what number of redone is this?
I was about to say, it's
Um,
like 6.
I started with a single 10, went to 2 10s, sold the 2 10s, bought 2 15s, had only one 15 in it for about 6 months, built a box for 2 15s, sold the 2 15s, had one 15, then 2 15s again, sold those 2 15s, then I have them now on a single 18 on an 8,000 watt amp with a
Hell yeah.
lithium bank.
Oh
But
my God.
So now you're running in 18.
At the moment, yes. But I'm actually in
That
the
sucks.
Is it a 4-door truck?
extended cab.
Okay, so you just got it in the back.
Yeah, there is no backseat.
Oh yeah, I
The
bet
backseat
that
is
thing
useless.
sounds
The
good.
Backseat is
Dude,
useless
it
anyway.
sucks all the air out
Well,
of that truck.
the thing is, I didn't want to enter into the audio show at Classic
Yeah.
because I didn't feel as if I personally don't feel as if I'm on the level of the red truck that was there.
Micah.
Yeah.
Lundy.
Micah Lundy. That's the red truck. Sorry, he named off it. But I don't feel like I'm on his level,
Right.
and I don't. It's just more of a mentality thing for me.
Right.
If I feel like I'm at somebody's level like that,
Yeah.
then that's whenever I would enter into the show.
Yeah.
But I would hate for me to. My truck rattles a lot, older truck, a lot of sound deadening. It didn't help all that much. But I would hate for the rattle to be confused with loudness and having the crowd judge. They hear my truck rattling a lot more than his.
Right.
And then they're like, okay, this is a winner. And then I'm sitting there looking at Micah and I'm like,
But-
Granted, I was beside Wesley.
but-
I was like, dude, you should
Oh,
enter.
oh!
because
They
But-
were sitting there pushing me to my truck, trying to get me to
Which
go.
we did.
But you
get
know,
into it
but you
about
know, I think you should. If the crowd says yours is louder, so be it, man. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, see, that's
you
my
know?
thing. I don't have a problem with being told
Yeah.
that I'm quiet.
Yeah.
That's never been my problem.
Right, yeah.
There's always going to be somebody louder. There's always
Yeah.
going to be somebody bigger. That's why.
And
at the end of
not
the day-
because you think yours is the best, necessarily mean that everybody else thinks it's the
Yeah,
best.
yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean, at the end of the day, you just have to do stuff for what you like.
Right.
Because I think that's what's wrong with a lot of the stuff that's been going
Oh,
on here
yeah,
lately, is
man.
these kids are trying to build stuff for
somebody else.
For somebody
Yeah, I
else.
said
I mean,
that last
whenever
year.
whenever I showed up to Classic, I was the only guy on an old school setup.
Yeah.
I was on a set of 15 by 16 welds.
And it
Right.
looked so good. So good.
I was on a
Might
set
have
of
slung a lug or two off.
I might
Doesn't matter.
I might
Doesn't
or may
matter.
not have hit somebody going down the road. I did sling a TSL lug off of that truck, but it
If
was
you got that lug, we would like it back.
yeah, that's an expensive piece of rubber. But yeah, I was on a
need
set
that.
of 15 by 16 SR28 welds,
Yeah.
35 inch super smokers.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And
so good.
see, everybody else is talking about 6s and 7s, all
Yeah.
this stuff. I like what I like.
Yeah.
That's why I like stocks and graps, stocks
Right.
and mud tires.
Right.
I also like big wheels, but at the same time, I like switching it up and going to an old school setup.
Oh,
That-
yeah, man,
'cause
like-
that looked, I mean,
Dude,
Being original is where it's
It
at.
was awesome.
because everybody, because whenever I was talking about it, Colton and all them, they were like, "Nah, it's not going to look good." And then
that
I
is
finally,
not true.
well, Colton
I said it
was-
had potential.
Colton was like,
to
it had
look good.
potential, and then I actually
The white
cleaned it
way
up.
to say
I
that it's
cleaned
not
it up
cool.
for the show.
Well, dude,
And Colton was like, "Oh my god!" Because
Good
whenever
talk.
I came pulling in, my truck looked like a bulldog. Because not only was it on 16 wides, but it had 2-inch spacers on too. So it literally,
awesome.
the video. I have a video that Johnny took whenever we were leaving the show. My truck, narrow truck. Their factory, they're narrow and they're short. They're
Right.
not big trucks. I was touching both sides of the lines. Leaving
That's
the show.
great. That's great.
It was wide.
Yeah, but that's good. That's original, man. Like that's
Yeah.
what a lot of kids. You don't have to spend a shit ton of money, man. Just be original.
See, that's my thing.
You know, come up with a new idea. You know, set a little trend sometimes.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, like, I've wanted to stretch mud grabs on like a 14 wide or something. Just to,
That would look so good.
I
Like,
remember.
dude,
Yeah.
it looks
Yeah.
so
mud
good.
grab. Like I've always had this idea of buying like a 22 by 14 and putting a 37 1350 on it,
That would look so
or
good.
even trying to attempt a 16. I'd
Yeah.
be down to try it.
Yeah. Because
Hey, I got a set of 16 wads. You're more than welcome to try it
You
on.
got 26 16s, buddy. They don't make mud grabs that big.
the biggest mud grab that makes it for a 22.
That's
Yeah.
right.
That's why that.
Then you had all those edits of those people that were like,
Put 'em on
"Oh,
reps."
grabs are coming out with a 26."
Look,
No,
look,
they're
I'm,
not.
I'm gonna be honest.
If Nitto ever watches this, they need to. That would be the
Yes.
biggest sell.
They would never be able to do it.
Nitto, if y'all for some reason are listening to this, if y'all ever made a mud grab for a 24 or a 26, y'all would defeat the competition that every wheel or every tire that's put on a rep, we all know what it is.
But the reason
You
I think
would
they
smoke
don't-
them out of the water.
The reason I don't think they do it is because they already sell out of 37.
I was about to say they can't
And
keep
37,
anything.
Yeah.
But
Sales
the
out.
thing is, it kind of defeats the whole idea. I mean,
Supply and demand.
granted, somebody might be on 24-inch or 26-inch flakes putting on mud grabs, because I mean, I get it, mud tire, but at the same time, mud grabs. Some people actually use mud grabs,
Yeah.
like for
Mud grabs.
They
like-
can't even get them because we're too busy
exactly,
buying them.
Big- and like
Every white F250.
Dude,
it's
no,
not, it's
but true.
funny enough. I actually bought my 37-inch mud grabs off of a dude who had an F250.
Was it white?
It was white, and yes, it was a steel body. I was talking to him and he goes, dude, I think I need to stop buying mud grabs. And I was like, well, why? He goes, I bought these tires 6 months ago, and I'm sitting there looking at the tread, and they're
damn.
They don't last.
So,
what
fun
people-
fact,
what
the
people
bigger
do-
they are, the less plies they are, so the faster they wear out.
And also, what people do not understand, a mud grappler, for anybody curious, is a medium to lightweight duty vehicle tire. Stop putting it on your 10,000-pound vehicle and expecting it to last more than
That you're hauling
15,000 miles.
stuff with.
That was the problem. The dude that I bought them from had been hauling. He daily trailers. He does lawn care. He daily hauls a Bobcat behind his 10,000-pound truck.
Oh, why I keep having to buy tires every 6 months? It don't make no
so
sense.
the tires were absolutely.
Dude.
I mean, they weren't gone. They weren't bad.
Is this a
bad.
38s?
37s. The
Oh,
38s
okay.
that I bought, that dude bought them, and he was like, I can't fit this on anything I own. I bought a set of 38 1550s
Dude,
for
I swear,
$100
man.
bucks.
People see
Nice.
graps in a bio and they just freak out.
Yeah.
Like those tires have become like such like a
It's like they
Sensitive topic.
people, yeah, and see,
You know,
I'll-
back when I started in the tire business was about 12 years ago. The mud graps you could only get them on 16s.
and
Yeah.
they were all 1350s.
Have
Yeah.
you seen the lawnmower tires, the mud graph?
Yes, they make them for golf cart. I've seen the golf cart ones too. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
Fun fact: Nitto actually has started making mud graps for RC cars.
Nice.
I saw that earlier today.
Falcon makes them for RC cars. I got some of the Falcon ones here.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know that the mud grappers were for a medium sized truck.
They are like a medium to lightweight
Yeah, so
truck.
I didn't know
35s
that.
are 10 ply, 37s are 8 ply, 38s are 8
I was
ply.
gonna say they're
40s
soft, aren't they?
40s are all 8 ply. too.
Whenever you buy a brand new set of mud graps and y'all have dealt with a plethora of them, you posted something about them last week. You can sit there and grab the lug and squish it.
Yep.
Oh,
It does
yeah.
not
Soft
matter if it's a
tires.
33 or a 40. You can sit there and go.
Yeah. Which,
Yeah.
So when you get mud graps, what sidewall do you go with?
Ooh, good question.
Oh.
Because for people that don't know, mud graps, Nittos on most of their tires have 2 different sidewall designs.
Yep. Aggressive.
It's not really like any performance enhancer or anything like that.
Yep.
It's more of a visual
It's
thing.
a visual.
So the Nitto mud grap actually has like what I call a gator skin side and a smooth skin side.
Yes.
So which one do you go with?
The 37s that I had were the gator skin side.
Oh,
They
wow.
were.
So what makes
Favorite,
you go gator
dude.
skin?
They just. So everybody. I can't say that. Okay. Everybody thinks that mud graps are gold. Slap bald. You know who I'm talking about. We all have you on Snapchat.
No, we're doing that.
You I'm sorry.
Bald graps are not worth $2,000.
Are we talking about Mr. Bubba?
No, no,
No.
All right. no. Zach's that man.
No, but
Zach's
if you do have a set of used mud graps, hit up Zach Hudson or Bubba Trucks.
Yep,
on
he
Instagram.
will buy them.
Or
Oh really? It's almost like he bought my 37s just the other day. It's crazy.
And then threw them on the truck.
And then threw them on the truck.
that is your local plug for used
Yeah.
mud graps.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
he's got
I
them
literally,
all.
I
Shout
literally
out.
I posted them, and not even 30 minutes after I posted them, I had them up for $100. It's 2 tires.
Yeah.
If somebody's dumb enough to bring me $100 for 2 tires, go ahead. He goes $50. I said, come get them. And I'm like, wait, who's coming to get them? I look at the profile. I'm like, oh, yep, know who that is.
Yep, the grab king. Dude.
The-
That man's got
the-
so many.
I think he has like a 12
He does.
in his shed.
Yeah, he
Nice.
posted on Snapchat the other day, and it was
Hell
just
yeah.
12 grabs,
Yeah,
and they're all different.
Yep.
Every single one of them.
This is the first time. So I've always only mounted mud graps for that man. He has 2 sets of boggers now. We mounted a set of.
Oh yeah, I saw him in the shop the other day.
shit.
For him the other day.
Yeah.
Which like threw me off.
Is he gonna put them on the truck?
Yeah,
Or did he
they're
already
on-
put them on the
they're on.
OTZs, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw the video of him self-tapping his fender back on, which is normal
Fender
for
flare,
him.
fender flare.
Yeah, it sounds terrible as we're talking about it, but if you know Zach,
Hey,
totally
look,
normal.
he original, bro. That's the whole thing.
Dude,
They're
Yeah.
not 38s.
38
They're
and a half.
actually they're at 38 and a halves.
38 and a half.
on a
and
level.
Yeah, that's what
Now,
I'm
on
saying.
Ford Keys, he is stuffing those 38 and a halves. He
There is
stuffing.
nothing. There is
That's all-
nothing
that's all
between
it
that
is.
tire and
Which
the body.
we're gonna try to get him on soon, right? He said he was down, so we're gonna get
Heck,
Mr.
yes.
Bubba
Y'all will
on
have to
here.
let me know when that is.
No,
'cause I
that
wanna be
is
here.
Yeah.
I
like
don't ever get to see him. Anymore.
that truck is the definition of a Bubba setup. Whenever I think of there's 2 sets of Bubbas. My truck is technically on a Bubba setup now, 17s and 37s. That's Bubba. There is a stuffed Bubba look, which I prefer more.
That is Bubba to me.
There is a single, no, it's an extended cab silver round body Chevy that is on 18s and 40s on Ford Keys, stock in the rear.
Oh,
Yes. I haven't seen that.
dude,
It
I
is
think his bed got screwed up too,
It is.
didn't it?
I mean, it chewed through the bed.
Yeah,
but
it ate the bed.
The picture that I have of that thing sitting wherever he parked he might have picked it up and sat it down with a forklift. There's no way it could drive, but good God, did it look gorgeous.
I think you said it to
That's
me.
what's
Yeah,
up.
it looks super good.
Yeah,
but
you know when they started doing the whole Bubba setup, he would tell me, "Oh, you need to do a Bubba setup." I was like, "Man, I don't know about that, bro. I don't really like them." And then we had a couple of the meets, and one of your truck was probably one of the
Yep.
favorite ones when I
2s
saw.
and 7s with
Yeah,
the amps.
man, I was like, you know what?
1350s.
That looks so clean. That looks so clean
It's
and very simple. Yeah,
That's kind of what it comes down to.
If somebody will buy my wides, the plan is to go that route. Like
Yeah.
that's out, and then I can just chill for a little while.
I might
So
be.
you're quote unquote retiring.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just like we said in the last video, I cannot stand the people that say they're retiring. This is not the NFL. This is not NBA.
You're not
not
NBA
paid
movie.
to do this.
Yep.
You chose to do this. You're not retiring.
And if you retire, you're a fucking quitter.
Nobody's gonna miss you. Sorry, but no. I mean, I don't care if you're retiring. That's cool.
You
I've been
know-
building cars since I was 7.
Just say you're taking a break.
Exactly.
I used
like-
to build them out of cardboard
or
boxes.
Like I'm buying a house. I'm just taking a break.
Just disappear, bro. Don't even say shit.
Yeah, dude. We
fade
don't
away.
care. We don't care. We don't need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go. Go. I don't care.
I might
don't care.
be jinxing myself, but I might or might not be going to Hunters this weekend to try on those 40s.
Hey, do it.
Just to see if I clear them, and if I clear them, I'm probably going to buy the 40s off.
Hell
so
yeah.
I'll be up here to get 40s, 37s dismounted and 40s mounted.
My back's hurting already.
I will watch
Remember
from
those
in
40s we did? For
Man, don't
Garrett?
call us expecting to mount 37 on 16 wires for $100 for the whole
Please
set.
be realistic with them.
Man.
This is serious work. You know, it might be a tire shop, but they are still the ones that are doing the work
There's
a lot
reason
of
you're
the
not allowed in
time.
the back.
So,
Yeah.
like, funny experience, like, through, I had a customer come in.
Oh,
It
yeah.
has on a Ford running Chevy Honeycombs, not the snowflakes,
Yeah.
the
Yep, the
squared off
honeycombs.
ones.
Yep.
There's a difference, people. Some people do not know that.
No,
so
they do
there's
not.
the snowflakes, which is
They
more
look
of a
like snakes.
nice, cleaner cut,
They're not.
versus the honeycombs, which is more of a squared, round off Minecraft look.
Yes.
So he had them on a Ford, and he wanted to put. They're 26 by 10s, and he wanted to put the 33 1250. I think they're 1250. I don't know. They might be 13. I think they're 1250. 26 Haida MTs.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, 33 26 on a 12. I think they're at least 12 and a half on a 26 by 10. So if you have not seen a 33 26, it is very, very thin. Maybe an inch of size.
There is a blue OBS, not trying to interrupt you, but there's a blue OBS Chevy that is on TikTok that is on 26 by 14s and 33-inch Venoms. And
So-
they're 1350, so they're stretched. There is that much tire.
That is a lot easier to mount.
Really?
On a 1250 to a 10. The reason is because of sidewall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're trying to force a 2-inch sidewall that you have no leverage to push down on
Yeah.
when mounting a tire.
That's
versus
why-
something that you just go in there and I blow it up with fire. Cool,
Yeah.
whatever.
Why do you think? I'm kind of glad that whenever I did get my 38s mounted, that I came and got them back from y'all, because watching the dude struggle to mount those 38s on those stocks was
It's not easy, is it?
Because it was a set of 1550s on a 7.5 wide. Yes, I put him through hell. Yes, it cost me $200.
That wasn't even the worst. We did 37, 1350, 28s on 28 by 8 and a quarter.
Yeah.
Dually bills.
Yeah.
Took us 3 days. Took 3
I
days.
was about to say, I remember you telling me about that. It's sad at like
they were on a
100
set of
something
40s.
PSI.
They were 37 amps, 12 ply.
And that man paid $1,400
To get them mounted.
to get them mounted.
Yep.
Because I only know of one other shop to do the 4Gs and 37 amps. And I talked to him and said it took him almost a month to mount.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That is absolutely insane.
Because
Yeah.
it was so much pressure that when we were prying down, it took 6 of us to do. It dismounted on the other side.
On the other side.
It
Yeah.
beat on the other side.
Crap.
Yep.
So it sucked. But anyways, back to the 26 and 33s.
Yeah. Sorry.
I told
Tangent.
him, like, man, I think I told him like $400, $100 tires. It sucks when we do that. I'm gonna be honest with customers. I do not want to do it. I will, but I do not want to do it. Because one, I'm running the risk of damaging your wheel,
Yep.
damaging your tire.
A lot of liability.
Just getting hurt. Getting hurt.
Me
One of your guys
us,
getting
One
hurt.
of us getting
That's-
hurt from the bar slipping and hitting
Yep.
us or flinging or something of that nature. Or I run the risk of breaking the tire machine.
Yeah.
So it's a lot. So that's what some customers don't know. But this customer in particular, I told him 400. He's like, no. Ended up taking it to another shop, and like they didn't know what they were getting themselves into. So they said, okay, yeah. And I think they told him $100 cheaper, $300. Well, I guess they attempted it. Couldn't get one.
Yep.
Not even the first half. They called me because in the area they know that we do that stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, can you do it? I was like, yeah. He brings me a truck, exact same truck I saw the day before. So I told him, this is what I'm, and so that shop I think ended up eating that day, and the customer actually saw the truck here and was confused and why his truck was here. Because I told him, not everyone can do this because it's
Yeah.
not easy work.
Yeah.
And that's the thing people don't understand too is, you know, like when shops get good at doing something like you guys have with aftermarket wheels and tires,
Yeah.
you know, like there's a reason that there is that charge there. It's
Yeah.
not, they're not trying to screw you. They're not trying to, I mean, that is just genuinely
Yes.
to cover everything that
It's
can
not-
possibly
We're
happen.
not only gonna do it. We're gonna do it the right way.
Exactly.
So your shit's not scratched up. And if we put it on your car and we charging you $600, it's probably because we're gonna do all the trimming. We're gonna make sure everything's good. So when you leave here, you can fucking turn, go down go about your way. You don't have no issues.
Stop cheaping out on truck stuff.
Yeah, man.
Stop cheaping out.
It won't last long. You run into problems.
I know a guy that can
shit
do it
breaks.
cheaper. Okay, that's cool,
And then,
but
so you're talking about stretch tires. Stretching tires is not as easy as people think it is.
Or
It's
as it
not
looks.
simple
Go
as
go
just-
watch the Instagram video of Ramon setting a set of 26 by 14s on fire. It's hilarious.
It is not as simple as, oh, let me just spray this fluid in here and light them,
No,
flame
it's
to it.
yeah.
It might stretch, but it might pop back off.
Yep.
I mean, there's times where I've stretched tires and it unbeats.
I remember my first interaction stretch tires was when I had those 2414s and 305 35s.
Yeah.
And me and Ramon worked an entire day. My wheels that came in, my tires that came in, and we're like, all right, we're doing it tonight. We got done working. What time did we close that day?
Shout out to all the fucking tire techs out there that know what we talking about.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah, we
damn, that
closed like
shit's
6,
tough sometimes.
6:30.
I've never done it. I respect the point so much to even attempt to do
We
it.
got one to see between 6:30 and 9, and we had to come back the next day and do it all over again.
Yeah.
It's just time consuming.
And I want another shout out because people that work on their shit, bro, I really appreciate because we do it. There's my guys in the shop. They could probably make more money doing something a little easier, but these guys out here do it because they like it.
Yep.
They want to get dirty. They want to
Busting
make
their
this,
asses every
and
single day.
and they get a satisfaction of seeing your badass truck out at the little shows, at the little meet, and say, "Man, I mounted those things, or we did the lights over there." It's a pride behind it. You know, and I really appreciate that. All the guys that work in the back for us, man, they do a fucking phenomenal job. And to do it yourself at home, that's a lot of respect for me. You know, because we have a lift, we have air guns, we have the right tools, we have a fucking 36 millimeter socket sometimes for shit that we have to do that you just can't go to the store and pick it up. So man, shout out to all the do-it-yourselfers and all the tire techs and the mechanics out there, because man, this job sucks. Sometimes I was reading an article that this is the only industry where people still want to haggle with you. You call an electrician, $250 just to show you your door. You call a plumber, $250 just to come up to the door. HVAC is probably $600 in the summer just to show up.
Yeah, just to
whether
show
they
up.
fix it or not,
Just
it's
to get their
$600.
appointment, you have to pay them.
Yeah, and then you come up here and I'm charging you $250 some amount for.
Oh, but this other shop told me $150.
Yeah, man. Or I could do, can you do this alternator? Yeah, man, $300.
I work at a dealership and still deal with that.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
It's insane to me.
That's
Like,
crazy.
y'all have a flat rate that y'all at least have to do.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And people don't understand that because people think that haggling back and forth with this kind of stuff is like y'all's doing.
Right.
Y'all still have to make money
Yeah.
on everything.
Well,
because that's
here-
how this place stays afloat.
Here's the part that a lot of customers don't see and don't even think about. You can come in and bring me an alternator. Like, let's say, for example, 2016 Impala needs an alternator. It's sitting right there, right on top of the engine. You look at it, you're like, oh man, takes 45 minutes, right? We look at the on demand. It says an hour and a half, right? We charge you our labor rate, which is an hour and a half. $150 just to swap out your alternator, right? And then we pull the car in. We go to take the alternator out, and guess what? One of the bolts is fucking frozen in there. Now we're over here struggling to get this bolt out. It's rusty. It took us 4 hours to do it, and I still did it for $150. We put it on. Then you're mad because it's 3 o'clock and the car was supposed to be done at 12, and you want me to give you a discount.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. We just struggled like 4 hours to get this bolt.
See, I think people don't know too is with the automotive industry is being flat rate, which is a thing that's specific for the most part to automotive.
Right.
Is if a job pays an hour, you get an hour. If it takes you 45 minutes, or if it takes you an hour and a half, 2 hours, you are only getting paid an hour. And that's the thing a lot of people don't understand. Like when I try and explain how I'm
But
paid.
man, it very, very, very rarely. If it sets an hour, it takes an hour.
Yeah, I mean it is very like you said.
Because
it's
you're gonna
very
run,
rare.
you're gonna move something, and you're gonna break something, and you're gonna be like, "Fuck! Now I gotta go buy this part."
Yep.
And you're just trying to move it out the way so you can see what you're working on. And you're eating that.
Yeah, and
You
that's
know?
the thing that just people do, which is fine. I mean, if you're not an automotive, and it's
Right.
going to be confusing.
Right.
It doesn't matter how many times we try and explain
Yeah.
it, it's not going to make sense. What's up, Spence?
We got 2 funny comments.
All right.
Hunter says he wants y'all to set his tires on fire.
I'm down.
And then Spencer, B27, says, not gonna lie, I want the dude with his hat backwards to be my Valentine.
Hey!
Hey, just bring me some flowers tomorrow, bro. I'm straight. We'll do
Yeah,
it.
It's just like it's the risk the tech takes. You know,
Yeah.
we go into each job knowing I could potentially lose money here.
Yeah.
But a good tech is not going to say anything about it. They're just going to get in.
Yeah, you get the
it
job done,
And
man,
yeah,
yeah.
that's just. I mean, but that's how we live.
Yeah.
It's part of the job.
And
It's
shout
part
out
of
to the
job description.
customers that you call and be like, "Hey, we ran into an issue," and they're like, "Look,
Understanding.
look,
Those
just
are the best.
just call me when it's ready. It's fine.
Yep, and especially in
I'll
my
make
field.
arrangements
Yeah.
to get another card or get myself to work. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Those are awesome.
Well, I mean, and on my side of things too, where I'm on the road, you know, I run into
Heck,
traffic,
What happened yesterday?
weather conditions.
The caliper bolt you told me about.
Oh yeah, I had a caliper bolt snap on me, snap
Oh.
clean in half.
Hate
Busted
that
his
shit.
head.
Tightening it
And
up
what year
and
is the
just
vehicle?
do what?
What year is it? It's like a 27.
It was a 22 Transit 350, brand new. Just tightening the caliper bolt up, just put a little bit of lean on it. It snaps in half, sends me into the wheel well. I mean, I'm sitting there and I'm like,
Yeah.
I wasn't mad because the bolt broke. I was
Yeah.
mad because that customer's car was going to be down until I could get a new one. The
Yeah.
part was a day out of Memphis.
Yeah.
The customer had to use. Luckily, I got super lucky. He didn't need it today.
Mhm.
I had to go back and fix it today, but I had to call the parts department, call the warehouse
That's
it's
another
coming
thing.
from.
Parts aren't always in stock.
No, especially on your older stuff, you're gonna have to
And
wait.
some of the newer stuff.
And the newer,
You know,
the newer
You
stuff
can't catch a
too.
break on that stuff.
On that note, where you broke a bolt, man, a lot of this new shit that's coming out, man, is getting made with some really cheap
It's
steel.
not
Plastic.
Made, it's not made the same.
Bro, and you strip a lug nut, you strip
Way easier than
way
you used
easier.
to.
You'll break something and you're like, what the hell? And you look at the bolt and it almost looks like it's hollow,
Yep.
or like it didn't get like cooked enough and it looks
still-
raw.
That's how this
Like,
bolt.
I saw somebody. Funny enough, funny that you brought that up. I saw somebody who they had stripped a lug nut off, and they had taken a picture of the lug nut. There was still air bubbles in the
In
lug
the-
nuts
in the
from
steel.
the moldings.
Yeah.
Yeah, please
No.
stop buying like off Amazon.
Yeah.
and China stuff,
Yeah,
bro.
I can't tell you how many times in the last month I've had to take off strip lug nuts. It's snapping.
Yeah.
Oh, my buddy, I sat here and
What about those lug nuts on those Fords, bro?
Yes.
Oh man,
What-
let's
what's
talk
up
about
with the
that.
dealership?
Okay, so from the factory, and if you own a Ford, you
No,
more than likely
it's
know what I'm
now
talking about.
Chevys, Dodges, and
And
Everybody.
it started to become everybody, and I'll never understand this. For the longest time, though, it's been Ford.
Yeah.
They designed
And
their
the-
lug nuts
the
with a
Chrysler
chrome
cars,
cap
yeah.
on top of them, and it doesn't matter how new your car is. Those lug nuts are going to swell, and it can be as quick as about a month, which I've seen. I had a 2023 the other day, had 1,000 miles on it. The lug nuts are swollen.
Yeah.
1,000 miles.
I mean, it's just heat from brakes.
They
and stuff.
and I mean brakes, driving. I mean just everything. Everything heats that cap up, and it literally
Swells.
just swells. And
Yeah.
the problem you run into there. And so as a Ford tech, if I suggest you lug nuts, please pay for the lug nuts.
he's not
You don't
doing,
like.
He doesn't make money off
No,
of doing
I
that.
am just trying to help you because what happens is I had a lady the other day whose lug nuts had swollen from a 19 millimeter all the way up to a 21. Her spare tire kit is not going to get those lug nuts off. So if
Right.
she has a spare flat on the side of the
Yeah,
road,
that's,
she
it's gonna
she
affect
can't
you
even
if
get
you're
those
in-
off.
and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I told her straight up, I said, ma'am, you don't have to buy the lug nuts from me. I was like, but you do need to get some new lug nuts. I was
Yeah.
like, if you get us flat outside the road, you're not gonna be able to do anything.
Yeah.
And honestly, anybody that tries to stop and help you, more than likely, unless they're a tech and has tools in their truck with bigger sockets, they're not gonna be able to help you.
Yeah.
Put
I
new
mean,
lug
we
nuts
get-
on.
We have special half sizes.
And that's what I'm saying.
for
We've
those.
got half sizes, but we've
No.
also got the entire array of
See,
19 to 22s,
I had to
24s.
use half sizes on my truck.
Yeah.
It's
Dude,
just
my half sizes. Like I said, being a Ford tech, I use my half size sockets at least 4 times a day.
Yeah, I don't really do the tire stuff anymore like I used to, or pretty much anything since Ramon's been here. He's been kind of taking over. But are the newer vehicles still running those lug nuts?
Yeah, dude,
Yes.
we have
Not-
24s
it's not-
on the lot
it's not
with chrome caps.
Just Ford now. It is Chevy.
Yeah. Well, back in the day, 10 years ago, it was just Chrysler.
Oh no, it's every,
All the Chargers,
it's
all the
worse
damn
than it's
300s,
like
all of
the
those.
studs on those Chryslers or Jeeps.
Yeah.
It's awful.
The studded lug nuts ones.
Yes.
Yes.
The lug studs.
I don't even know why they did that, man.
I
I
know
guess
what-
it's cheaper.
No,
Obviously.
BMW was doing it for
They've done it for years.
countless amount of years, and I remember learning
That
about
was
what it
just
was.
so dumb.
It had something to do with performance. It was some sort of, it kept the wheels.
That might be, I
centered,
guess, a
or
little
like-
lighter.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, but it was the dumbest shit ever.
This is one of those tech things where it's just like, that's if you
That
ask a
engineer
tech,
that designed those lug nuts can suck a
that's how
banana.
it goes, though.
Yeah, see, it's the whole
Look good on
engineer-
paper.
It's the whole engineer versus tech thing.
Yeah.
Because like if like with the
Gotta
with,
replace the spark. Oh, let me take the engine out.
like whenever it comes to the 2UZs, like the V8s that are in those
Yeah.
Tundras, the 47s, if you ever have to do a starter, they're in the valley.
Oh God, I did one of
Yeah, I
those.
heard about that.
Oh
The
man,
entire intake manifold has to come off. It is the
Or where
very
you could
I
tell-
did it on a Toyota Sequoia.
Yep, they're 47s. Yep,
Holy
they're god awful.
shit,
Yep.
bro! I was
Or-
like, what?
See,
Why? Why?
yeah.
Why would you put the damn
because
starter in the
first
valley
thing you
lane?
do is you're like, oh, a starter, okay, that's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
So you start looking around and you're like,
like,
hey,
Where's
where
the
is it?
starter?
And then they're like, oh, back here, and you're like, excuse me, and then you can't even see it from the engine bay.
Nope.
You literally have to pull the entire intake manifold off.
Yep.
Awful.
Dude,
It's
or,
terrible.
or where you can tell they designed the engine and then realized, oh wait, we have to put an oil filter in here
And
somewhere.
then it's stuck somewhere
Oh, dude.
random.
Right beside the
20
muffler,
They're 23 Dodge Ram 1500s, the E-Torque ones.
like your old one.
No, this is
Oh,
like
okay.
23. The brand new ones.
Oh,
are like
okay,
the,
okay.
The E. So it's
Okay,
like,
okay.
It's
They
like
have-
hybrid
they-
almost.
No, the E-Torque is actually. Do you not know what that is? It's an
I do.
electric. It's an electronic supercharger.
Okay, that yeah.
It is
okay,
a com-
yep, that's right.
It is a
It's-
computer-controlled
yeah, okay.
supercharger, and I thought it was bullshit, but it is a serious thing.
No, yeah, it's weird.
Yep.
But that oil filter is about halfway up on the passenger side of the block, which is normal for Dodge. They love putting shit there.
Yeah.
But it is above the rack and pinion, above the high and low side coolant or high and low side refrigerant lines.
Okay.
There is the plug for the rack and pinion because it's electric is
Right.
right below the filter.
Right.
So as a mobile tech, it's my worst nightmare because it's going to hit all those lines, all the bolts, and just spread. So I know as soon as I see one of those bad boys, the whole tarp is getting laid out, and it is getting put and slap in the middle because that oil is going to hit and immediately spread. Because not only that, the subframe is also down there. So it hits the subframe and then begins to roll down to the side of the driver's side of the truck. So you're having to catch oil in 4 different spots.
That's crazy, man.
It's stupid.
Yeah,
That
see,
is so crazy.
You especially are on the receiving end of the engineers
Yeah.
who did not think about people
No,
working
man.
on it.
No.
And like you can see too, because like as a mobile tech and doing stuff from the ground,
Yep.
you can see where they design stuff for a lift. Like
Bro-
okay, on a lift.
I love watching TikToks where some of the mechanics have made their own tools.
Oh yes, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Dude,
Those dudes are
some of
awesome.
these fucking tools they come up with are like fucking awesome.
Genius,
Like,
yeah.
like of course you have that.
Cody Sperlin says Colton never seen a 411 person with a size 44 shoe.
Yep. Well, you know what they say about big feet, big socks.
Jay Rhodes has sent us like 4 different things, like roses and big hearts.
Oh hell yeah, appreciate it.
I don't know what that
I
means.
don't know what that means either.
What does
but
that mean?
They sent us gifts.
People get excited on
Is
TikTok
Is that like
Live.
money or something?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't TikTok.
Yeah, funny enough, I was on TikTok Live for almost 6 hours last night because I was in so much pain that I could not go to sleep, so I clearly was not going to work in the
You
morning.
sent mad gifts to everybody.
I had a lot of stuff that was blowing up all over my phone, so I was just sending it everywhere else.
Nice, that's
Also-
awesome.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but cool. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Wait, that's Jordan, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all right,
Cody's
Cody.
Shout out
Cody.
to the YouTube
Oh,
fellas.
what's his new lighting business?
Oh, yeah, what-
Dirty
what-
South Custom.
Dirty
Dirty South
Custom,
Custom.
yes.
You know, let me tell you a funny story about that. Back in the day, like 2004 maybe, I had a little shop in Watkinsville, right?
Right.
This is back when I was doing construction. And I wanted to build my own custom shop. This is like right around Pit My Ride era. Right around there, you know, so I wanted to have a shop, right? And I went to Kinko's. I don't even know this thing anymore.
I don't know what the hell
like
you're
like
talking
a FedEx where they do all your
Signs.
your signs. And
about. Oh, okay.
everything,
Yeah.
right? And I go in there, and this lady's an older lady, and I go in there and I was like, "Hey, can I get some business cards made?" And she's like, "Yeah. What would you like? What would you like on the business card?" So I was like, I wanted to say Dirty South Customs on it, and she's like, "But then people are gonna think you're dirty." You know,
That's awesome.
You got judged. So
Yeah.
bad.
Cody's listening.
and then
to
she
that.
was like, "And customs? Are you building custom cabinets?" I was like, "Never mind, lady.
Never
I'll just
mind.
go to the fucking flea market
Scratch that.
I went to J&J Flea Market.
Yep.
Talked to my boys.
Hooked you up in about 5
Fuck
seconds.
yeah, I had my dirty
Yeah,
South
ready to
custard.
go.
So shout out to whoever has that name. That's badass. Huh?
Yeah.
Was it with a C or with
Yeah,
a K?
C or K.
It was with a C, bro.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
Cody
Gotta do
has
the
it.
K.
DSK.
Yeah,
Yeah.
DSK, Dirty
It-
South
So
Customs.
that is a new lighting company out in, I guess he's based out of
Athens.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's based out of
Rock
Athens.
lights, wheel lights,
Hell yeah, man.
So.
Check
He has
them out.
Rock
Check
lights,
'em
wheel
out.
lights, Starlights. He has
Hell
all sorts
yeah.
of stuff.
Yep.
If we can help you out with anything, man, let us know. We're here to help.
Message us about being on the show.
There you go, Cody.
Yeah,
You're
come
welcome.
on here. Promote yourself, bro.
Oh,
This is
God.
what it's all about. He promotes himself about being a male stripper.
Yeah.
Can't be that bad.
Honestly, book me for
Full
your
circle.
birthday parties.
What was your number one song?
Well, my number one. Hold on, let me check.
You had a stripper song?
Okay,
Yeah.
she's still working.
It's an NLE Choppa
My
song.
number one song last year was "Slut Me Out" by NLE Choppa.
So that's what he does to himself.
Yep, indeed. So yeah, book me for your parties. You know, I'll do what I can.
He is a pocket full of fun. Let me just.
He's
tell you.
Yeah, ask
Size is
Ramon
not
about his wedding. He got to see a little bit of that at his wedding. Actually, every party we have, I end up stripping in some sort of fashion.
Yeah, that's why I'm inviting you to my house.
Ooh.
What shirt did you wear at my wedding?
I love hot moms. That was
Yeah.
the shirt I wore.
Work.
Yeah, there are a lot of pictures of me wearing that shirt.
That was a good
I
time.
just think of the
Dude,
beach
that
trip.
wedding was
the
so
night before
fun.
we left, I just think of the night that happened in the beach trip. The beach trip
Yep.
with Jalen and you, and I'm not specifying anything else, but both of y'all know what I'm speaking. There are pictures, and y'all know what it is.
Yeah. But yeah, we have a good time. So, book
I
me
think
for
I
your
want to hear this story.
parties. No, it's
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
there
it-
are stories, and there will be pictures, but this will be an after the
There's
camera
just-
thing.
yeah,
Oh,
this
is
can't
it
be on
is
TikTok.
that bad.
Oh,
But
no.
yeah,
I think
so-
you have seen them, maybe.
Oh, I have some of the pictures.
Okay.
Yeah,
Purple,
Ramon's got a
green.
whole. Ramon's
Yeah,
got a
yeah,
whole
yeah.
album of me on his
Blackmail.
phone. Yes.
It's just blackmail.
Like, I feel
when
bad.
this man gets married, it's game over.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have a whole slideshow. of everything.
Yeah, I can see that coming.
See, one of my best friends, I do this thing every year on our birthday. Oh, I say our birthday.
Hey Joe, could you quiet down back there, please? Thank you. We're in
But-
the middle of something.
His birthday is 4 months to the day before mine. Judging on what I post of him on his birthday is what he posts of me on my birthday. I've known him since the first day of 6th grade. There are some atrocious pictures in there. I gave him hell this year. I am waiting for it.
Yep, counting down the days.
I am
As I've gotten
terrified.
older, I just stopped posting because man, it's too much. People get butthurt about it.
Dude,
I mean-
that is the truth,
You
man.
didn't post me, man. Sorry.
See,
Dude,
that,
I
that's
post
the thing.
work videos and
Yeah.
somehow still offend people doing that.
You got someone that said something.
No.
Okay.
I mean, so
Oh,
that's
well,
one thing.
y'all had to look.
I mean, I just
Literally
whenever
just looked Colton.
Oh, my bad.
whenever
sorry.
I'm in a mood, if I want to post a picture of my truck, if I think my truck looks good, or if I see something that's funny, I'll post it, repost it, or do
I'm
whatever.
gonna
Dude,
tell you
you-
the last picture or post I made of my truck.
Yeah,
my
that's
truck's just
also
been on
true.
the back burners.
Oh, but I mean, sometimes you just get in the mood, you want to post something, you see something funny. I just every now and then, but I mean, there's people that I know that they can't go a day without posting 10, 15 things on their story. That wasn't me. That wasn't from me.
No, yeah.
Did you feel it from over there?
Or these private stories with the shit ton of memes.
Oh my
Yes.
God,
See,
dude.
I have a buddy.
And
who
it's the
runs-
same ones. It just repeats.
Yes.
Every week, it's the same post.
Oh, you know who you
know-
are.
Over and
You know
over
who you
and
are.
over.
Yes, we are speaking
And
about
now you've got other people that screenshot yours and post it on theirs
So you see like 3
over and over and over. And they were funny the first time. And now I just... What you got, Joe?
Evelyn dropped the name.
you.
Did she really?
Likes.
Well, that's okay because now everybody can see it. Cletus, for the love of God.
Slow down, buddy.
Please
Good God.
Stop. It just take a break for a little while, man,
He's
because
got
it's
power
just.
windows now. Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
Oh yeah, he's got power windows. Oh yeah,
He's not
dude.
cranking it up.
I remember the day he put that in, and I saw him. He was so excited. He's like, "Hey, Colt, check this out." I was like, "I'll be
Like, bro,
damned."
we've had that.
Yep.
But he still has the splatter dash.
Does he?
Yes.
You know, I thankfully was somebody who
I
actually.
never had that.
I got.
Thank God, me
I
neither,
got.
because
I got talked out of it. I was
it's
like,
atrocious.
God.
see, because
That
my
was one like thing I wish never had. Was the
Yeah.
Yeah, it just. I don't know what part of it was cool
Interior especially.
at all.
I think we need to do another segment where we talk about something that should stay in 2023 because I know we did it last time, but I think there's still more that we could have said.
Dude, there's.
Well, we barely just.
I was about.
did
We
one
scratched
like
the
that.
surface.
I think we did RGB lights. I think I touched on
That
that.
fucking
See, that was-
GIS 544 BMs.
Yes.
For the love of God.
They gotta go. Splatter Dash.
any,
That
like-
should have stopped in like 2000 and
Yeah.
like
Any like
19.
fuel wheel you see at a dealership should be left in the past.
Yeah, if you pass a Jeep and it's got a wheel on it,
Probably don't buy that.
don't buy that wheel. Please, God, just let
You know
it
what's
go.
funny is I know a Jeep that has the KD1 Javelins.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it that white Gladiator?
Nope.
Who?
That one has the snow. But there's a guy on Instagram and he has Jeep and he's got KD1 Javelins.
Did I have
Wow.
him first?
Well, Jeep has them, so get rid of them.
Yep, they gotta go.
Buy 'em.
Somebody buy my wheels. 9K OBO, please.
$45 and a McChicken will do.
A half
Have you
each
seen
nugget.
some of those offers? Y'all ever gotten one of those? I think that's the funniest stuff.
I actually had a guy offer me. What the fuck was it? He said.
Dude, some
Oh, he said I'll bring you my 20x10 Mammoth and 33 Kevlars. I said, all right, sold. He said, I'll also bring you a 12-pack. He's like, what do you want? I said, 12-pack mini sprites.
Do you know what 33 Kevlars are?
Yeah.
What are they?
Actually, the Kevlars are good. Oh, man, it's a sub for Michelin?
Nope.
Katie Babes wants you to be her Valentine.
Who?
Katie Babes, 88.
K-Babes 88. I don't know who that is.
He is a taken man.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you. I feel like I should know who that is, but I have no idea who that is.
It's either somebody. Never mind. Probably should say that.
K-Babes?
What time is it?
It's Casey, bro.
9:50.
Oh.
Huh?
950.
Dang. Bro.
Sorry, Casey.
We've been going on for over 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm getting a little tired, and I still gotta take a shower. So I'm cool with wrapping this up.
I get to attempt to go to work in the morning for the first
Oh,
time.
you actually gonna go to work?
I'm gonna try.
You feeling better?
Probably. Maybe. I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah, they're gonna see this.
Are you feeling better? Probably. I don't know.
Well, I have 875 milligrams of hydrocodone at the house.
Oh,
They
nice,
will say
man.
My man.
We need to talk after the show's over.
Ivy wants to get in touch with you.
I know
Yeah,
a
man.
friend that,
Hell yeah.
Know a
Well,
guy that knows a guy.
it's been a great time, guys. I really appreciate y'all coming out
Dude,
and talking.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Ivy. I'm probably just gonna be at all these at this point.
Hell yeah, bro. It's
So,
fun, man. I
if
If
I
enjoyed
need
it.
an
if
intro.
I'm here or back there, I'm probably going to do the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need an intro. I need an intro.
We give you an intro. We'll talk to Spence about
That's
it.
cool. All
But
right.
we appreciate everybody, man. We really enjoy it. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget, like, what is it? The share and subscribe.
Share,
there you go.
subscribe.
Yeah.
follow.
Oh, follow us.
Same thing. Same
Follow
thing.
us.
And if you want to be on the podcast, reach out to us on Instagram at Top Dog Tire GA. Give us your contact info. We'll reach out to you. Get you
Yeah.
on the show.
Yeah,
Send
we
us
want
topics.
we want to get everybody in, man. Anybody that has a truck, I don't care what it looks
Maybe
like.
cars. We're not.
Yeah.
Not like.
Cars as well. We really need to get some car people on here. Yeah.
Yes, we need some car people.
Talk
Yes.
to Nikolai. Is that his name?
Oh, the guy.
The guy that interviews. He goes to school.
Yeah, he's a DJ student.
Oh yeah, we need to call her
He's
him.
got
then.
it. Did you see his? Have you seen his Instagram? His collection of cars. C8, the hatchback Toyota Corolla
He's got
Camry.
a C8.
Yeah, all black, murdered. He's got
Nice.
that GT86.
Carlos Fangs.
Yeah, with the cardboard fangs that are clearly cardboard. With the baby blanket.
Yeah, so if you're into cars, you got a car, come out here, man. Let's talk. Let's talk about your cars. And,
I think.
As a truck guy, that fuck kind of threatening. You got a car? Let's talk.
yeah, let's talk.
I
Come
think-
on out here.
I think we're all inclusive here. I think we can all talk cars, motorcycles.
Yeah, I was about to
trucks.
say, man, if it's got wheels.
Oh yeah, I love some motorcycles.
Yeah, if it's
Hell
got,
yeah.
See, I'm
out on that
also
one.
I'm
Yeah,
a motorcycle guy too.
Yeah.
Dude, my entire
he
Instagram-
rides street bikes.
Oh, ain't nothing wrong with
Dude,
that.
my entire Instagram is
Right.
motorcycles, and I won't touch one.
This man, I have a video of him on a pit bike.
Oh, God.
And he got,
I know. I've seen it.
he
Yeah.
got really comfortable on the pit bike.
And then didn't.
and
Dude, I had been cruising on
I
the
was
thing for an
like,
hour, and the
go
mode's
ahead,
like,
jump.
hit the jump, and I'm like, I got this. Made another lap around the house.
hit the
I had that jump. Yeah, hit the jump.
Awesome Superman like form, everything.
Yeah,
Like,
look cool.
perfect. And then he ate shit.
Nice.
Pit bike went over me. Yeah, it was all that, and then I haven't been on anything with two wheels since that
Yeah,
day.
the first time I tried to learn how to ride a dirt bike,
And anybody that has a little business that they want to come on and talk about it, man, come on, let's
yeah.
do it.
we'll
anything.
shout it out. We got y'all.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, anyways, hope y'all have a good night. Spence, shut it off, bro.
Shut it down.
That's a wrap.
Oh, where we should have.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
come on, Spence.
Go ahead. Do what you got to do.
Go ahead.
Nothing. I wasn't gonna do anything.
Oh.
Just end the live.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
That's it.
Yeah.
Where's Toby at?
Toby.
Been great. Tune in next time.
Yep.
That's it.
Well, yep.
All right, hold on. I gotta pull a dude's vacation person now.
figure it out yet? No.